Yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys. If you guys play March Madness, fuck it, because March Madness, my bracket got ruined. Michigan State, Tom Izzo, you let me down every year. Every year. Now, I'm not the biggest college basketball fan, mind you, but motherfucker, I know every year that Michigan State, these motherfuckers can be trusted. Okay, they're like the San Antonio Spurs of the NBA. You know they're going to be there. You know they're going to make it far in the tournament. You know they're going to have some impact. But nah. They decided to choke it up and lose to Middle Tennessee State. The fuck is this shit? Just absolutely ridiculous. Bracket totally busted. My bracket already got busted because Yale defeated Baylor, and I didn't have Baylor going far. I had Baylor at least making the round of 32 though. But nah. Baylor fucked it up. A lot of upsets happening in March Madness. It's crazy. But you know what's also crazy is this Q&A. Live Q&A, number 7 of 2016. I am not alone. As always, I have one of my co-hosts, Aissa, a boss, with me. Aissa, how are you?
I am doing good, my friend. And I'm so sorry. MTSU all the way.
Well, they're going to lose in the next round, so it doesn't even matter.
Don't say that.
My only hope is that Cal State Bakersfield gets the upset over Oklahoma, because I was the only one. That was my only upset that I chose, was Cal State Bakersfield. Guess I should have chose better. But anyways, it's on for the Q&A. Weston won't be joining us. He had surgery this past Tuesday, still recovering. So no Weston, Texas this week. Send your get well thoughts to Weston at Weston, Texas on Twitter. So do that for me, por favor. Tweet this out to your friends that I'm here live. Tell people that I am live so I can answer all of your guys' questions about professional wrestling, sports, TV shows, video games, whatever the fuck you guys have for me. So there you go. So let's get started with this one, Aissa, the live Q&A. We got some questions already. We're going to start with the YouTube comment section first.
Let's go.
Redwood316 asks, what did you think of Daredevil? Don't spoil it, the whole thing. I just finished episode 6 because I came back a while ago. Fuck, dude, I'm already on episode 9. I promised myself I want to binge watch it, but I did. It hit midnight, and time was 5 episodes deep. It's 5 in the morning, so I said, fuck, I should go to sleep. I woke up around like 9:30, and then I kept on watching Daredevil. I could have stopped, but I kept on watching. So I'm on episode 9. Good stuff so far. Really, really, really insane. Throws you into the fire. I would have to say, so far, a really good season, but I can't really judge it until I see the whole thing. So, good stuff from Daredevil. John Cool asks, wait, you haven't seen Daredevil yet?
No,
Have you ever watched Daredevil?
No, I'm gonna watch this first season this weekend.
The first season of Daredevil, I'll say, it's a long process until until he actually becomes the Daredevil character. But the one thing I will say is that the Kingpin, he's probably like one of the best well-written villains in all of the TV shows. So Kingpin is really good, but
yeah.
Other than that, it's whatever. All right, so John Cool asked, do you think wrestling fans are also to blame for wrestling continuing to suck? Why or why not? Yeah, I think wrestling fans are to blame for wrestling sucking.
Yeah, a lot, because they just complain and complain and complain and don't know what they want. So, and that's the problem with wrestling. You don't allow WWE to create new stars. You want to have your own stars. It's like, why can you not let WWE create their own stars? No, but you have a guy in Roman Reigns that you guys want him to be buried to Triple H. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, they did a lot of damage to wrestling, and it sucks.
Yeah, I think also because it's like, I always say it like this, Vince McMahon, he has billions of dollars for a reason, and the reason why most of us are here in our houses or living with our parents still or don't really have that much income, there's a reason for that. We don't really know the wrestling business. That's why Ring of Honor hasn't grown into the big product that I think a lot of people think it is and everything like that. I think a lot of times a lot of these wrestlers that a lot of people see are really overhyped and really not balanced of being top guys or big time stars for the company. So really, to be honest, when it comes down to it, I think wrestling fans have ruined wrestling a little bit because it's not just them complaining and stuff. It's just them thinking they know what's best. But it's like, hey, if you guys know what's best, why don't you guys try to run the WWE? Factor in all the egos that come with it. Factor in sponsorships. Factor in a bunch of other things that you guys probably don't fucking understand, and try to see if you can run a company and build it around the guys that you think are correct for this company. Because really, to be honest, if I'm a company sponsor, and I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't want to put a sponsor tag on any of these guys except for John Cena. That's the only guy I would Daniel Bryan too. Daniel Bryan has some sort of appeal, but other than that, most of these guys, I wouldn't want to throw Dean Ambrose a sponsor. Like, fuck
like
that.
Seth Rollins, like, are you kidding me?
No, I wouldn't throw Seth Rollins a sponsor at all. So that's what I think wrestling fans don't understand. There's more than just the wrestling and stuff like that. WWE is trying to build, it's trying to keep on building on their brand and everything like that, and try to make these wrestlers, overall just feel unique. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, Stone Cold was one of their major guys and he drank beer. How can sponsors look at him? But you got to look at the time.
Yeah, it's a different time.
On top, that was a different time. Just like today's world is a different time. And in this day and age, it's more of a PG kind of, we have to be protective type of time. Like everyone's sensitive to fucking everything nowadays in this world. So it's just like, you have to kind of make the product a little bit, edgier, just so that way it's not too edgy, though, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I think wrestling fans have ruined wrestling a little bit because, in all honesty, some of their guys, let's just face it, they're not marketable enough. And that's when it comes down to it. They're in the business to make money, not to just fucking have good matches for the sake of having good matches. Like, being real here. Like, honestly, who's sponsorable down there on NXT? Maybe Balor because he wears face paint, but take away the body paint and you get nothing. So
exactly, bland as shit.
Yeah, no. So there you go. I think that's what wrestling fans don't understand. There's sponsorships and all these other things. It's not just about who can go out there and put on the 5-star classic. Jinzo Jector says, "Do you think Brock Lesnar would make a good raccoon in a live-action DBZ movie?" Yes, I think he'd be fine. He'd be perfect.
Yeah, he'd be good.
Suplex City, bitch. That'll be his finish trick. Jay Walker asks, when Daredevil gets to season 3, do you want to see Bullseye get introduced? Sure. Why not? I like Bullseye. I think it might be too early to get Bullseye. Like, I know everyone's gonna be like, well, that's season 3. They should have Bullseye and stuff. Who is Daredevil gonna throw back at him? I think Bullseye, though, they will just give him like a short shaft in the run of the show. Like, he'll be too early of a villain that they'll just kind of short shaft him. So that's why I don't want to see him until later season, where they're just like, oh, we should build a whole season around Bullseye being the main villain. Because I think season 3, they might go back to Wilson Fisk again, which I will have no problem with because Kingpin was awesome, like I said, from season 1. Jinzo Jector asks, with the trend of injuries hitting WWE, do you think will be next? Who do you think will be next on the injury list? Aisha, who's next on the injury list for the WWE? Like, WWE is suffering massive injuries.
Yo, I'm not surprised. Due to his old age, probably Triple H.
Triple H. Oh, dude, how terrible would it be a Triple H tour?
Oh my god!
Think of this. It's the main event WrestleMania, right? It's like 3 minutes into the match, they do this spot where Triple H is like, Roman Reigns, he's trying to get the crowd behind him. He jumps over the top turnbuckle, just to do a high flying spot. 3 minutes within the match, and Triple H just goes and falls over and turns his quad.
Oh my!
Ever. Who's next for me? Sami Zayn, because he's proven to get injured without even touching the ring. He'll come out for WrestleMania and be like, "Come on, good fuck again."
He was excited. Hey, it happens, okay?
It'll happen again, or maybe he'll just do his dance and he'll snap his fucking leg in half.
No.
That'll be terrible if when he's wrestling Nakamura on April 1st, it's like they do a move and Sami Zayn just gets fucking injured.
Oh no, they have to.
That's why I'm telling people this is why they should have booked a Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn match for the one-on-one at WrestleMania, because you guys are saying, oh, it needs to happen. No, it fucking doesn't.
No.
You booked that one-on-one match. Sami Zayn has a past injury history. This guy is not the most durable guy. I mean, he got injured before entering a match with John Cena. How the fuck does that happen? Like, I don't care how many times you're throwing out your shoulder. Like, you can't trust this man in a one-on-one. Like, you're booking him 2 insane matches in the same week. Like, I'm sorry. No, you can't do that. No, not at all.
Hey.
Nor Order asks Chase, tell me why Kevin Owens' head looks like a plunger.
What?
It doesn't look like a plunger at all. It's not even shaped like it.
So spiked and shit.
It's like a, I don't know how to describe Kevin Owens' head.
It's like a porcupine.
Yeah, it's like a porcupine. It's like he's like a fat. He's like Sonic the Hedgehog let himself go or something like that. Doesn't look like a. Yeah. So, Jinzo Jector, what do you guys think of What Culture Wrestling? They have interesting wrestling videos.
I actually like them. I'm actually subscribed to them. Actually, like their top tip things WWE wants you to forget.
Yeah, but one thing I will say about the people that host the What Culture, sometimes they can get their facts wrong. Like they'll say stuff and I'll be like, nope, wrong year, nope, wrong storyline, nope. And then sometimes I think his bookings are just very too hardcore internet fan base that make no sense to me. Where I'm just saying, oh my god, you are just booking for the internet fans. Please give me a legit booking that would actually entertain casual fans and not internet wrestling fans. So they're good, but they're just good on a production level. I like watching wrestling with regret more than What Culture, in my personal opinion. Brian Zane's good. Like I actually feel like he's genuine with his shit. It's not like, oh, he's just saying this because that's what the popular crowd's saying. He's actually genuine with what he's saying. So that's why I like him. He's not afraid to be genuine. So, have you seen Wrestling with Regret?
No, but I heard about it.
Yeah, okay. He's really good. Go check out his old stuff. Draven G said, would you say this is the best Punisher we've gotten? Too early for me to tell because I need to see more of the season. I need to see the season's end to see if like this is the best Punisher. But so far, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. I didn't like him at first because they were just kind of like, because like for me as a Marvel fan, I know the Punisher's backstory. I know why he does the things that he fucking does. But it was just like they were trying to draw it out, and I get it for the audience that doesn't know the Punisher. But they really just made you want to hate the dude in the beginning, which I don't want to do. I don't want to hate the Punisher. I want to like the Punisher. But they made me really hate him in the beginning, so that's why I didn't really like him. They just made him too annoying for me and stuff like that. So there you have it. So do you know anything about the Punisher, Aisha, from the Marvel comics?
Nope.
Nope, not at all. All right. And this will be then after this YouTube question, we're going to go over to Twitter and answer the Twitter question. So you guys who are watching via YouTube chat, keep on sending your YouTube questions in. Josh Chambers asked, do you think WWE is to blame for all these injuries? I know injuries are going to happen in wrestling, but I find it so funny that all these injuries are happening in the past 7 months. Is WWE to blame for these injuries, Aisha? I say it's 50-50 a little.
Yeah, it's kind of 50-50 because they book the match and tell the guys what to do in the ring. And then you have the performers themselves doing those moves. So,
because see, for me, it's 50-50 because one, like for example, some of these injuries are just like really, really freak accident injuries. You know what I'm saying? Like no one barely gets injured getting hit by the muscle buster. Yet Tyson Kidd did. I don't even know what happened to Cesaro. I don't know what injured Cesaro whatsoever.
I don't know either.
I just heard that. Oh yeah, he's injured. What the fuck? When did he get injured? Oh yeah, he got injured. It was just like, huh? I don't even know what injured Cena. Cena got injured at a house show, I think it was.
Yeah, so, by Del Rio.
Yeah, so like to me, it's like I say like sometimes, like I said, I think it's 50-50 because I do think WWE does overwork their workers, but I also have to say sometimes it may be the wrestler's moveset, and in the case of like, yeah, you want to do these flashy moves, but do you really need to pull off a certain move on Raw? Like, for example, like Neville doing the baseball slide. That's like a freak accident injury. Yeah. That's like something where it's like, well, that's part of Neville's normal repertoire or something like that. But like Seth Rollins' injury, for example, did you really need to fucking try to do a senton powerbomb on Kane? No, you didn't really need to do that. That was a dumb move in your part. So why were you trying to do that in the first place? Like, come on, you're Seth Rollins. You're not freaking Goldberg. You're not going to be able to lift Kane easily for a powerbomb.
And Randy is just...
Yeah, Randy Orton's is like, that's like, I really want to be one. Like, I wish I could have been like an insect or like a squirrel or something watching Randy Orton and how he took out the trash. Did he just duck the trash? Did he place it down or something? No, he got injured taking out the trash. How the fuck Did that happen? We will never. That will be one of the greatest mysteries, man.
Yes.
Greatest mysteries in
I
wrestling.
think WWE never mentioned about that either. They
Yeah,
said,
no, they're just like, oh yeah, Randy Orton's gone to Mexico. Like the Wyatt family took him away. So I guess the Wyatt family actually did shit. But like I said, it's really 50-50. So yeah, that's why I say it's 50-50 because like sometimes it's like wrestlers are doing moves that they shouldn't need to be doing. All right, on to the Twitter questions now. Keep on sending the YouTube questions. We will get to them too. Double A Star asks, question 1, best NXT match so far. Aisha, what's the best NXT match so far?
Oh, by far, come on, Sasha Banks versus Bayley. Woo!
You think that's the best one?
Yeah.
My best one would be Cesaro versus Sami Zayn at NXT. Was it Our Evolution?
NXT Arrival.
Arrival. There we go. Arrival. I was trying to remember the name of that bit. The first ever WWE Network special. So yeah, Arrival. I like that match a lot, especially like 2 out of 3 falls match was good, except I didn't like how they wasted the first fall in that match. But that match was really good between Cesaro and Zayn, so I enjoyed that one a lot.
I love that match.
Yeah, that's a really good match. But you can't go wrong with Sasha Banks versus Bayley as well. That really defined what the NXT Women's Division is all about and stuff like that. That should have main evented Brooklyn, in my personal opinion. I felt that, like, I'm sorry, no offense to Balor and Owens, but just because they were in the ladder match, no one really cared at the end. Like that match. I'm being dead honest. Like the crowd seemed dead during watching that match.
I was there, man. I mean, that crowd. Yeah, we're hyped to see Kevin Owens and Finn Balor, but that Sasha Banks and Bayley match, we were loud as hell during that match.
Question 2. Oh wait, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I don't know, but I got proof. So witness.
Question 2. Favorite scenes from X-Men First Class.
Ooh.
Hold on, let me go do an oil change real quick. An oil change means going to the bathroom.
Oil change. Take you like 30 seconds. All right, so X-Men First Class, which is one of my favorite X-Men movies. If y'all have not watched it, you gotta go watch it. And X-Men features Days Past, so you gotta watch that. And X-Men Apocalypse, that's coming out in May, so y'all gotta watch that. Yeah, but my favorite X-Men scene, it was between Charles and Eric. They were training. It was a scene where Eric was not Eric, but Charles was telling, you know, like the scene where he was like trying to like move that satellite thing, yeah, and he couldn't. So Charles went into his mind to like recap, and then Eric, he focused and he moved the satellite, and I was like, oh, that was like so cool. I love that scene. So
which scene was your favorite?
When Eric was trying to move that satellite thing.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. My favorite scene, I think my favorite scene was actually the Wolverine one where they go try to get Wolverine to join and he goes,
oh yeah,
like he just fuck off and stuff like that. Like I just like that scene because I was wondering like, oh, but how are they gonna get Wolverine involved in this? Because like I knew they were trying to tell the prequel of X-Men Evolution, of X-Men and try to like start their own universe again. I was gonna say like still Wolverine is like whether you guys want to say believe it or not, Wolverine is the main guy of the X-Men movies. Like he's been the main guy of all the X-Men movies and stuff like that. Like I even joked and said, "Oh great, I can't wait to see Wolverine #7 in theaters." Like because I thought First Class was gonna be another Wolverine movie just because Wolverine wasn't on the posters. I thought Wolverine was gonna somehow steal the show and be the main guy, but no, he was just kind of like a normal dude throughout the whole movie. So. I will have to say that that's probably my favorite scene for sure.
And you can't go wrong with the final scene.
Oh yeah, where he throws the bullet into Charles' leg.
Yes. Oh god. Oh yeah, and oh yeah, you remember how
all that annoyed me about that movie was Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique. Mutant power.
Hey, I like Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm mutant and I'm proud.
Yo, you remember the scene where the missiles were going towards the ship and the guy was like, "It was nice working with you boys." Yeah. Oh god. But thank God they didn't die, so.
Question 3, Aisha, did you finish Fuller House?
I did, and yes, DJ, good job for picking Steve.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, Steve was the right choice, man.
I know.
Matt was too perfect. Matt was too perfect.
I know oh my god, but my favorite episode, they were at the Giants game.
The Hunter Prince episode?
Yes. In the end, DJ was and she was supposed to choose, and then and there was guys, fine, I can't do this no more, and they left. Then Steve was like, but I'm totally back in.
Fucking Steve, dude.
I know.
Yeah, Steve was one of my favorites from the original Full House, so I'm glad that he got some shine and some rub, man. That was a good underdog story winning. So.
Oh yeah, in the wrestling episode, man. In the wrestling episode, good work rate.
DJ Fuller / DJ Tanner showed some work rate, man. WWE. Great Shooter asks, is it funny that March Madness is more unpredictable than WrestleMania 32 is going to be? I think WrestleMania 32 is going to be unpredictable. I don't get what people are saying. 32 is going to be super predictable. No,
it's not.
I think 32 is a little bit more unpredictable than what people are giving it credit for. It's just that wrestling fans think Roman's going to easily walk out as champion, but you got to keep in mind he's going against God, going against the game himself, Triple H. So yeah, so that's why. I don't think that people are. I think people are just kind of like thinking it's going to be easy, but it's not going to be that easy to predict WrestleMania 32. And also, when it comes to March Madness, it's fucking a real life tournament. Of
exactly.
It's been unpredictable almost every year. There's always been one upset early in the round. Yeah, this one is just crazy. There's a bunch of fucking upsets, but still, I don't think that WrestleMania 32 is going to be too easy to predict.
If we look at the past Manias, it kind of have been unpredictable. Like 31, people thought Roman Reigns was going to win, but no, Seth Rollins cashed in. People thought Sting, which is kind of understandable. Everyone
thought Sting was going to win. Yeah. Remember, everyone's like, "Oh, Triple H just changed it. He hasn't changed the new leaf. It's going to put over people." And then Lana was like, "No." Triple H is like, "I didn't win it all last year. Time for me to win again." So Triple H, what's it called? So Triple H, don't discredit the game here, man. The game could definitely win at WrestleMania. So don't discredit it. It could happen. Like everyone's saying, "Oh no, everything's gonna be the same." It's like, nah, dude. Everything ain't gonna be the same, man. You never know with wrestling, dude. They can always throw you those curveballs. Everyone thought Undertaker was gonna be Brock Lesnar's dumbass at 30. After that, no, I'm being dead serious. After WrestleMania 30, when people say, "Oh, WrestleMania is gonna be too predictable and stuff," I say, "Shut the fuck up," because I predicted that Brock Lesnar was going to lose to Undertaker like everyone else that challenged Undertaker, and Lesnar won. I'm just gonna say every WrestleMania is gonna be unpredictable from here on out, man. Because shit, you can't predict this shit sometimes.
It's 32. Man. Come on, they want to make it the biggest WrestleMania, so why not you put some unpredictability?
Talk about WrestleMania, like you're like I'm guarantee you all think it's predictable, but you know that's like for people who think that they know it. But trust me, we don't know what's gonna happen. Double A Star asks, "What's your thoughts on the Reigns segment? To me, it was awesome, but they damaged a lot of this feud to me." The Reigns segment, I wasn't a big fan of Reigns coming out and beating down Triple H because it felt like trying to do the same old trick again.
Yeah.
Of saying it was like Roman Reigns is a dog, right? And Roman Reigns can know certain tricks, and you show your friends one trick, and they were all impressed by that trick. They were like, "Wow, that was a cool trick." But then after time, when you keep doing that trick over again, it tends to get stale. It tends to get boring. It tends to be like, "Hey, can this dog do anything else besides rolling over?" And to me, it felt like the Roman Reigns beatdown was another old trick from Roman Reigns, where we've seen this before, where Roman Reigns beat down Triple H, and it was satisfying at TLC 2015. But there was a different situation at that time, because in TLC 2015, Reigns lost the title match. Reigns was frustrated. We were talking about how we are sick and tired of these top-level guys not having emotion, not having feelings. And here comes Roman Reigns with all this emotion and feeling and goes and beats down Triple H to oblivion. And it was just like, yes, this is what we want from this guy. He's actually showing emotion and all this stuff. He'll do whatever it takes to become champion. That's cool. But then you just have Roman Reigns just come out and beat down Triple H after Triple H wrestled the match and he was dead shit tired. I hope Reigns could beat down Triple H. I hope he can. Because if he can, that's kind of ridiculous if you ask me, but I hope he can. So to me, it was like kind of making a dog do an old trick over and over again. And I think that this feud right now, in all honesty, I said it before. I think honestly they'll be better off just letting Triple H keep the title.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in seeing Triple H as champion moving forward than having Roman Reigns become the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And keep in mind, like I said, for this main event, I'm a fan of both of these guys. I don't care who really wins this match, but at this point in time, I think Triple H would be the best option.
Yeah. Yeah, it was same with you. It's like, I mean, yeah, it was cool, yeah, but like, then I thought about it's like, this is kind of the same shit they did with TLC. So and you listen to the crowd on Monday. They know what was going on. They're not buying through that. So to me, it kind of didn't work. And yeah, they did a lot of damage to this feud. I was so hyped for this match, like to a level. I mean, of hypeness. Yeah, I'm still looking forward to the match, but it's like on a level that's like right here. It's like because they did a lot of damage to this feud, and having Reigns being off TV, it's like and protecting him so much. So yeah, I mean, the best option is for Triple H to keep this championship, man, or they got to do something before WrestleMania. But to me, I don't think they're going to do anything because he did a lot of damage. So.
Straight Shooter asked, what did you think of the Santino Marella, Kozlov, and Sheamus Tea Party segment? Fuck that. I was pissed off because I was a Sheamus fan at that time. I was actually big on Sheamus at that time. So I was like, why are they making Sheamus look so stupid? I was pissed off. And I was kind of getting sick and tired of Santino Marella at that point. Just being dead honest with you, I was getting sick and tired of that guy. So, yeah.
Is that when Sheamus won the King of the Ring?
Yeah, and they were calling him Melky and all that. All you have to do is Sheamus make him to a fucking
PG.
I just hated that, man. Because I'm a big Sheamus guy. So I still like Sheamus, but I just don't like what he's doing currently, if that makes any sense. All right. Question to ask, what did you think of Ezekiel Jackson's theme song? This here's what you call domination. Oh, God. That song haunted me in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, I'll tell you that. But other than that, it wasn't good. It sounded terrible.
That interest kind of annoyed me a little bit.
But what Ezekiel Jackson's?
Yeah, it annoyed the hell out of me a lot.
He didn't even get a crowd reaction anytime he played.
And where is he now?
I don't know. He's nowhere. He's nowhere to be found. The Straight Shooter asked, the way fans treat Roman Reigns, would you say it's similar to the way Lex Luger was treated back in the WWF?
It's
no, because see, the thing is, Luger and Reigns are not comparable to me because Luger, he was definitely like, and people who don't know wrestling will say no, Reigns is shoved down our throats. No, Reigns is shoved down our throats to a degree. Luger was jammed into our throats. Like, we were supposed to digest Lex Luger because Lex Luger was getting the Lex Express. He body slammed Yokozuna on the aircraft and everything like that. Like, Lex Luger was being freaking in our stomachs already.
Yeah, they try to make him the next Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's very similar at all because I think Luger still had a fan base at that point. It wasn't like Luger was being hated to the extremes that Roman Reigns is. Roman Reigns' hatred is more of just petulant bullshit from the IWC and YWC, just trying to be cool and saying, oh, we hate this guy. We know professional wrestling, when really they don't really all know that much about professional wrestling. And while Luger, he still had some fans. It wasn't like Luger was getting booed out the building, but like, yeah, there's definitely people that'll say, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Lex Luger. And not only that, Lex Luger did redeem himself in WCW. It wasn't like Lex Luger was total trash. So
would you say like Reigns is kind of like the Rocky Maivia of WWE not right now?
I don't know, because Rocky Maivia was just hated because how goofy he was. I guess you could say that with Reigns. He kind of is a little bit like Rocky Maivia. It's just that Reigns kind of fits what wrestling fans should want, but they don't want it because he's a bigger guy and they just think he sucks because he can't do shit like that. Because Reigns wears all black. A lot of wrestling fans wear black. I don't see wrestling fans wearing any other colors out there. Really, it's where I guarantee you, when you go to a wrestling event, if you ever go to a wrestling event, if it ain't a black wrestling T-shirt, you motherfuckers are wearing some black T-shirts.
Look at Kevin Owens.
They're not wearing anything. They're not wearing like when I went to Hell in a Cell, I was probably wearing the most colorful T-shirt. I was wearing a fucking bright yellow John Cena tank top. Okay, so it's like wrestling fans don't wear color. They just don't wear color whatsoever. They all wear black. So you figured that would help him out. He looks like a badass and stuff like that. It's just that he just looks like a badass. And it's just like, nah, dude. And it's like, fuck this. We want guys that kind of look like us. Like, no, we want badasses in this world, not fucking. That's like. I'll use Daredevil for example. That's like making Foggy the main guy of Daredevil instead of the main dude instead of Punisher. It's like, oh, you know what? You should make Foggy into the Punisher. Would you take Foggy seriously at all if he was a fucking Punisher? No. So why the fuck would you take any of these guys seriously? So yeah, that's all I'm really gonna say about that. Straight Shooter asked, what gimmick match is worse? The ECW Elimination Chamber match in 06, the Hardcore match, the Monster Truck match with Hogan and Show. Oh, heck. Monster Truck match with Hogan and Show is one of the greatest fucking things. You can't fucking insult that shit. No. That's one of my favorite ever, man. Monster Truck match, fuck. You can't. Hulk Hogan threw Big Show off the building, but Big Show was able to still come back and win. Or the Kennel from Hell match. Or you mean the Dog Kennel from Hell match?
Oh god, that was stupid.
I would say the Dog Kennel from Hell match because that match was like the ECW Elimination Chamber. That match was just botchy and stupid. It was just stupid to watch in general. But the Kennel from Hell match, it was just it's one of those one match.
Stupid.
At least the two other matches you named, the Monster Truck match and the ECW Elimination Chamber match. The ECW Elimination Chamber match, you can at least go back and watch that match and say, hey, at least there's some spots I can enjoy. The Monster Truck match, you can at least go back and watch and say, holy shit, this is ridiculous and hilarious at the same time. The Kennel from Hell match, you can't even go back and watch that match. You go back and watch that match and you're just like, what the fuck am I watching? Exactly. I haven't watched that match since in a long ass time, since I got the network. Because I actually went back to watch that match again because I never really got to watch it all that much on DVD and shit. I went back to watch that match, and that match was absolutely terrible. It's like that match in the King of I'm surprised you didn't say King of the Road at Uncensored 95. Holy shit, the King of the Road was absolutely terrible between Goldust and one of the Nasty Boys. I can't remember who it was, but oh god, that was stupid. They were fighting in the back of a pickup truck. Fuck this shit. It's uncensored. That's what it is. It's uncensored. And Double A Star asking after this Twitter question, we're gonna go back to YouTube. Aissa, early UFA championship semi-final predictions.
UEFA,
whatever.
All right, so they actually did the drawings today. So we got Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. Ooh, tough game, man. It's going to be a tough game for Barca. And Atletico, they're actually number 2 in La Liga. So, to me, fuck it. I'm getting it to Atletico, man. I think they have a chance to pull it off. Next, Real Madrid versus Wolfsburg. Real Madrid is gonna win that easy game. Now, my team, Manchester City versus PSG. All right, so PSG won League A1. So I'm gonna have to give it to PSG as much as I don't want to say it, because Manchester City is my team, so I'm going to give it to PSG, but I'm going to root hard for them. And next is Benfica versus Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich's got that in all the way. And last one is, what was the last match? I can't remember the last draw of the match. I'm blanking on it. I am blanking on it. Fuck, I'm blanking on it. Yeah,
NFL news. I don't think it's NFL news going on. Saturday, the Warriors take on the Spurs in the biggest regular season of all time. You know, the Spurs can make 72-10. They can tie the Bulls record too. Let's not sleep on the good old San Antonio Spurs now. There you go. There's Aissa's.
I'm just trying to remember the other team.
I'm pretty sure Double A Star will tweet it out. She'll tweet out.
All right. Thanks, Double A Star.
Thoughts on Sting's retirement?
This was sad to hear.
think it's fake. I hope it's
No, Chase.
I hope she's gonna come to the ring and be like, you know, it was a good ride. Great. I gotta do something I never did, and that was wrestle here in the WWE. Can't wait to see what else that this company can. Then gong, and then out comes the Undertaker and he says, "You, me, SummerSlam," because I gotta wrestle John Cena at WrestleMania. But you, me, one-on-one, anytime, anywhere, any place. And that's Sting's last match, and it ends in a double draw. So Sting doesn't have a complete losing record in the WWE. I can't accept this. Yeah, Sting's WWE career is probably like one of the biggest jokes of all time if you look at it. Because it's like first off, they debuted him at one of the most shittiest shows of all time in Survivor Series 2014. That's where Sting debuted, in Survivor Series 2014. So that's where they debut him at. Then pretty much all he does is just do nothing the whole damn time. Loses to Triple H. Then afterwards he goes for the WWE title. After Seth Rollins gets his ass beat by John Cena, Sting can barely finish off this punk. He can't even be champion. He can't even win. This guy's a loser. We make Sting, the franchise player of WCW, look like shit. I bet you Vince loved it. Ha! Fuck you, WCW.
No wonder he was the TNA for all those years.
Exactly. That's why he avoided WWE, because he knew this shit was coming. Not gonna get put over by fucking anyone. Like Seth Rollins, that's how bad it is when Seth Rollins beats you. Like, like you expect at least Cena to beat him or something like that, but god dang, dude.
And he got injured in that match.
Like, if Sting has to retire, sucks, because I really wanted more from him in the WWE. I really did. But if he has to, he got a great career, so I can't.
He made it official. He said it.
You never know. This could be a swerve. If Sting's going to make an announcement on Raw the night after WrestleMania.
Oh, no.
Then it's a swerve. Then it's a swerve. You know it's a
Chase, you're wrapped up in that WWE machine swerve.
Yeah, I am. Because they've been swerving me for the last. Yeah, I think Shane McMahon would ever come back? Hell fucking no, and he came back. Everything can happen in the WWE. The only reason why I'm still watching, because I believe fucking shit can happen magically out of nowhere. I believe fucking shit can just fly. They do shit that makes me keep on watching. So don't tell me that Sting is not going to be able to say, like, you know what? I'm going to wrestle you, Undertaker.
And you said that with John Cena. Oh, John Cena. Oh, he's going to come back from this injury.
He was going to come back. WWE didn't want him to come back. John Cena was good to go. I think Vince is like, John, just take a break on this one. And Cena's like, hell no. If Cena even makes an appearance and he just runs down and makes a run-in, he's still at WrestleMania, so it doesn't matter. I'm still right on that matter. Speaking of John Cena, Double A Star's next question is the good, the bad, and the ugly of John Cena. The good of John Cena.
The good.
United States title run in 2004. I enjoyed that. You know, feuds with Kenzo Suzuki, Rene Dupree. He got stabbed by Jesus at the nightclub and shit like that. United States champion John Cena in 04. Great stuff.
Thugonomics.
Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena. The bad of John Cena. I would have to say the worst. The point where I was getting annoyed with John Cena was during his year-long title reign, because I felt like that year-long title reign meant absolutely nothing. Because one, he didn't even lose it to anyone. He surrendered it because of injury and stuff like that. And I didn't even think Orton was going to beat him at No Mercy in the first place and stuff like that. And I just felt all his matches, they were starting to feel the same. He would just get beat up. Then he would get up out of nowhere, hit the shoulder shove, do the spin-out powerbomb or side suplex, whatever you want to call it. You can't see me. Either do the FU or the STFU, and that was it. So that was the bad of John Cena for me. And the ugly of John Cena, the Nexus is like the perfect example of ugly John Cena, despicable John Cena.
God.
He got DDT'd on concrete. 2-on-1. Okay, 2-on-1 situation, right? Team WWE is fucking boned. They are screwed out of the wazoo. There's no way in hell they're going to come back from this match. And then all of a sudden, John Cena is the last guy. So you expect there's some hope because, you know, it's still John Felix Anthony Cena. But then this motherfucker goes and gets DDT on concrete. Not just regular DDT on the outside, on fucking concrete. Motherfucker should be dead. Motherfucker should have not kicked out. But no, he kicks out, no sells that shit, ends up winning. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. That's the most ugliest scene. It's the most ugliest scene I've ever watched. You show that to anyone, they would even say that's ridiculous. Like I get it's wrestling, suspend your disbelief. I was just talking about suspending disbelief and shit like that. But sometimes some shit you can't suspend. And when it's a 2-on-1 fight and you get DDT'd on fucking concrete, call me when you get the fuck back up and beat the other two's ass. Because that ain't ever happening.
Yeah, look at Ambrose. He couldn't get back up after he cut.
Yeah, Ambrose got DDT on concrete. He was like dead. He got freaking curb stomped by concrete cinder blocks and he was dead. I mean, fucking shit, dude. DDT on concrete, motherfucker gets up like it's nothing.
Super Cena, man. Super Cena.
So yeah, that's the good and the bad and the ugly of John Cena. So thank you guys for the Twitter questions. Keep on sending your tweets. We are going to get to those. Now we're going on to YouTube to answer the YouTube people's questions. Jay Walker's asked if wrestling fans stop supporting the WWE by not watching their shows weekly or putting in money to the company, would it force the WWE into improving the product? I feel like speaking with your wallets is a better way of speaking to the WWE than complaining on the internet. Am I wrong? No, you're right. But the problem is people are not going to listen to that campaign because I say that's a good idea and preface. But then you got to think about this, Jay Walker. Here I am in Los Angeles, California, right? Wrestling comes to me a lot. And, you know, I can go whenever I want. But say if I lived in fucking like the middle of Timbuktu in Arizona. They don't get WWE often. It's rare when WWE comes to their town. And you hear WWE's coming to your town, what are you going to do? You're not going to sit there and be like, well, I'm on this protest and not paying for it. No. You're going to say, fuck, they barely come to my town. This is my opportunity to finally see these guys in action, whether the show's good or not. So that's why it's so hard to say, hey, let's stop giving WWE and stop and start like not buying shows. It may work in major markets where they go to a lot often, and so that way you have times and you can choose to when you want to go to a WWE event. But if you're like the middle of Timbuktu and you're like a freaking small ass town, it ain't gonna work. It's just not going to work whatsoever because you would want to go see these wrestlers wrestle. I would hope if you barely get WWE live events, they barely come to your town, if at all, that you would go and pay money to see them. So that's why I say that's like, I don't think that's a good plan because really, to be honest, those smaller states, those smaller cities, they want to see WWE. Whether it's bad or not, they don't get to see it that often.
And these guys have been fans for years, and they're not going to stop watching. So it's and I think wrestling fans nowadays, I think, like, they can't keep their eyes on them because especially with hardcore fans, all they want to do every time they see something that they don't like on TV, they want to bitch and complain on the computer and hopefully sees that WWE gives what they want. So there's no way that people are going to stop watching WWE until it's like really, really bad. That's like when they start being goofy and cartoonish. It's like, no, this is like unacceptable. So,
and then also another thing I want to throw out there. Wrestling fans already are not giving WWE a lot of money. What makes you think that, you know, WWE already has taken a hit in a lot of areas when it comes to the money department? Wrestling fans are already fucking cheap as hell. How many motherfuckers do you know? I'm asking this in the chat. I really want the chat to answer or just people to answer in general. How many people do you know that don't pay for the network, that still live stream pay-per-view, live stream events and stuff like that, just watch shows for free? They don't force over money. Wrestling fans just don't force over money whatsoever. So you're expecting to tell me that these guys that are already cheap as hell should not like, you know, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, it just wouldn't work because they're already losing money. WWE, they've been losing money for years now. Yeah, Vince's still a billionaire, but he could be a lot more. You know, he could be a lot more of a billionaire, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So
see, I got T-shirts and posters and everything I bought from TC. Shit, I got action figures. I got the WWE video game. It still sucks, but hey, I love WWE.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's just how it is. Why is Raw not allowed to be more edgier when a lot of shows on USA are edgier?
Because they're a business.
Like, Raw will have its edgier moments, but that nowadays I don't know what fans describe as edgy. Is it just hardcore
It's
matches?
like blood,
Is it,
language.
yeah, like what do you mean by edgy? Like I say edgy or storylines that actually hit the home, that are just like real life topics that we should be discussing, not stupid storylines that we make out of freaking fairy tales and shit like that. I'm talking about real life storylines, like there's someone that is beating women backstage or something like that, or there's someone that's like freaking crazy. Like Dean Ambrose, he's supposed to be a lunatic and crazy. He doesn't really do anything lunatic and crazy, just does stupid shit. And we're supposed to just sit there and say, "Oh, he's a lunatic. He's crazy. There's something not right in the head on Dean Ambrose." So, really, to be honest, it's just like they just don't do anything edgy. It's like people think edgy's blood and shit. Blood's good, but it's only good in certain storylines.
Yeah.
Like if you deserve blood, you get blood. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But wrestling fans, they freak out. They go, "Oh, we got blood! We got blood!" Oh.
Exactly.
It's like,
Attitude era, like.
Why do you guys freak out over blood? Blood's not that big of a deal.
Exactly, and it happened unintentionally. So, like.
Yeah, no, it's just funny when people freak out about blood. Like, why do you guys love blood so much? You know, blood causes like HIV and all this shit.
I know, right?
Get diseases to these wrestlers.
That's
Like,
nasty.
You want these wrestlers to get more brain damage and shit, having them lose blood in their head and shit?
Exactly. And me, when I see blood, I just cringe a little. Like when well, they said it was bleeding, but when Triple H was beating down Reigns, I'm like, ew.
Yeah, so it's like blood works in only certain situations, not every situation. It works in certain situations.
Yeah.
But I just don't know what fans classify as edgy nowadays. They think edgy like hardcore matches and shit. Like, look, you want that? Just go watch fucking TNA. They do quote unquote edgy shit on there.
Yeah, dude, watch Lucha Underground.
They do fucking shit. John Cool, who is better, Brian Pillman or Dean Ambrose? Pillman.
Pillman's got a gun. Pillman's got a gun.
Jake Loomis asked, what did you think of Shelton Benjamin's Gold Standard theme song? Answered that last week. I said it was trash.
Not that.
I did answer it last week. I said it was trash. Raven G asked, what do you think of Reigns coming down the entrance ramp instead of through the crowd? Oh,
I saw that.
Took away the one thing that makes Roman Reigns look different, at least, is through the crowd. Now he comes down through the entrance ramp. Are they gonna add pyro for him? Like, what the fuck is he gonna get? Like, the crowd thing was like something that made him stand out a little bit. Was that he did come through the crowd? It was kind of cool. But nowadays, now he's just going through the ramp. Like, is he gonna get pyro, new music? Let's get something right.
Like, the way they shaped the camera, I even looked down the comments when I was watching that segment, and people were like, "Man, that's a hill entrance." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe he is turning heel at Mania. So who knows?
And that promo he cut was actually not that bad.
Yeah, Reigns can cut a promo if you just simplify it for him. You don't need to cut, these long promos. Toby Casey asked, who do you think will win, Ambrose or Lesnar? Who do I think will win? See, Ambrose should win.
Yes.
Do I think he's going to win?
No.
Because you know, I think Dean Ambrose could be a star for a company, not the face, but he definitely needs a huge win under his belt so people can actually take him seriously and stuff like that. But then again, Vince and the WWE have this massive hard-on for Brock Lesnar, which great reason. And, you know, Lesnar's still a guy that, let's face it, he probably draws in more viewers than Dean Ambrose does. Like, Dean Ambrose can be on TV every week, but I think Brock Lesnar is, like, one of the few reasons people still watch professional wrestling. So, I don't know. It's really a toss-up. Who do I think will win? I think it's going to still be Lesnar. But I hope Dean Ambrose wins just for the fact that they need to really get something going with this guy and give him a huge, big win match where we can say, yeah, that's what Dean Ambrose is going to be, a star for this company. Not the face, a star. There's a difference between being a star and being the face of the company.
Like, the way they've been building up for, like, freaking weeks. He's been built like a star, so why not have the icing on cake to make him beat Lesnar? Make him very established.
All right. Josh Chambers, why can't WWE make Roman Reigns a badass babyface? I don't hate Reigns. I actually like the guy. Why does every babyface have to be a boring Boy Scout vanilla good guy?
We don't know.
So Josh, if I had that answer, I would be booking for the WWE. My friend, trust me on that one. If I had the answer, I would make sure that freaking that like Roman Reigns would actually be a badass. I just don't know this whole like nice guy thing that WWE has to have going with their guys. Like they have to always be vanilla Boy Scouts. I get it; it's for the charities and all that stuff. But John Cena already has the charities covered. And John Cena is still going to be around for the company for a long ass time. How come Reigns can't just be like the anti-Cena? He's the guy where it's like, yeah, we don't really like Cena, but we still have this guy, and this guy's pretty damn cool. But no, they have to make Roman Reigns into a nice guy too. And it's like, like it's hard to differentiate between the characters because you have nice guy Roman Reigns who's playing with his daughter, and then he comes out and he beats the fuck out of Triple H. It's like, is this the same guy who just plays with his daughter all the time? Like, he's a family guy and stuff. That's cool that they establish that in his character, but they don't really use it to his character. They just kind of like have it where superstars say like, "Oh, Roman, you better watch out for your daughter," and then Reigns gets pissed off because they talk about his daughter. Like, no fucking shit. Anyone else would get pissed off to talk about their kid. You talk about their kids anytime you want. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna get pissed off if you ever talk about my future kids. But it's like. Reigns, it's like, how can we take this guy? Like, it's like he's like a confusing character because it's like you should be a badass, but instead he's just some guy that, oh my god, what the fuck was that? But he's just a guy that really has like has a nice, I don't know, it's just really hard to explain.
And I don't know. Like, I don't even know if they realize like the shit what they're doing with him is not working at all. You can't make him be the nice guy forever. Because nowadays nice guys don't appeal to wrestling fans. I hope they know that. Like just make him a badass. It's not gonna hurt you guys. It's not that hard. Fuck.
Yeah, I know. Like they say, nice guys finish last. Like look at all the top guys. Look at all the top guys of the UFC. Are they nice people? No. It's like they're all the guys who talk shit and whatnot. Like, they like the people that talk shit. So I don't know, find something like that.
Yeah, why do you think people like Ronda? She's fucking badass.
Like, fuck, we just need someone to just talk shit, acts professional too. Like I said, it's hard to differentiate between Roman Reigns and stuff. Yeah. Rebecca Olsen asks, why do people like fat Kevin Owens? I don't know. Like, just pretending, acting like it's a big deal that he's fat. Like, it's disgusting. In all honesty, I think people like Kevin Owens because they think that they can be like Kevin Owens. He gives people hope he can be like them. That's my only guess. He's good. Like, I think he has a good personality. He can be good. But
he's very relatable to some guys. Yeah, I guess a lot of guys look up to him. I guess I don't know, but
I mean, a lot of Kevin Owens fans. I'm a Kevin Owens fan. A lot of Kevin Owens fans are fat. I'm fat. It's just kind of like, oh yeah, a fat guy doing shit. I wish that could be me. So
I just don't like that word fat. I don't like calling people fat.
Kevin Owens is fat though.
I know he's fat.
It makes me feel better because like I always say, man, I'm really fat right now. And Kevin Owens walk out and be like, at least I'm not Kevin Owens.
Like, don't you ever feel offended by it, or?
No, not really. Being called fat's not offensive. Just it just depends on the person, I guess. Which run of the WWE was worse? Asked Josh Chambers. Goldberg's run or Sting's run? Oh, it's not even fucking close. Sting's run.
Come on.
And Goldberg at least won a world title. Sure, he got buried by God afterwards, but that should have been expected that Triple H would bury his dumb ass. Sting's run was horrific. like, come on, man. At least Goldberg lost to Triple H. Sting lost to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, 2 matches.
Yeah, 2 matches. Goldberg, at least he wrestled every week on Raw. He would do shit. He was a champion and stuff like that. Sure, it wasn't great, but at least he did shit. What did Sting do? Honestly, what did Sting do? Goldberg at least did shit. Sting didn't do anything.
Oh, man, I feel bad for Sting. I kind of feel like, why did you sign this contract?
No, seriously. Matt Gochi, which is worse, WWE now or WWE in 2007?
What? Is that even a question?
That's a joke. WWE now is worse.
Come on.
least
What?
WWE 2007 was tolerable.
God.
WWE now is just ridiculous.
God, last year made me stop watching.
I mean, let's be real here. WWE in 2007, the only like legend that returned, quote unquote, that I can remember off the top of my head in 2007 was Mick Foley, and he was wrestling in some random championship match where he took the fall to John Cena. WWE now, The Rock has to come out just to appear at WrestleMania to make this shit viable. The Rock has to not wrestling mind, you just come out and be like, "If it's smell," that's it.
Man.
We have to have Shane McMahon come out and save the day. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Like, and look at the roster. You had Mr. Kennedy, Bobby Lashley, Triple H, Batista, Randy, like all these guys, and you have 2015, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Black. So.
All right, so we're gonna answer a couple more YouTube questions. Then we're gonna go jump over to Twitter. So I'm just telling you guys now who left your YouTube questions. We will get to them. Be patient. I just gotta jump over to Twitter because Twitter's been answering questions as well. I gotta keep up with that. So we're gonna just answer a couple more YouTube questions, and then afterwards we'll go back to Twitter and then finish answering your guys' YouTube question. Neil Spades asks, "What is one funny accident you guys had?" I shit my pants in high school. So I told that story already in the Q&A, so go back and watch that.
Funny.
Yeah.
I have one. It was during my freshman. I think I said the story too. My what's it called? Compression shorts got caught in the fence when I was trying to get the soccer ball from the field, and everybody saw my compression shorts when it was like hanging from the fence.
Oh yeah, I remember this story.
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
And Jinzo Jector asks, if Hulk Hogan fought Hercule, who would go over? Hulk Hogan. I don't care if Hercule saved the world from Cell and Cuckoo. Hulk Hogan's not doing the job to that dude, brother.
Oh, speaking of Hulk Hogan, dude is in deep shit right now.
Him and his 12-inch penis will get in there done. I just love how that was the one thing Hulk Hogan had to say. My dick was much bigger in that video, brother. It was like, oh god. Dread Shooter. Did you think if Triple H had a son, would he bury his son or putting him over? Ooh. Triple H had a kid, would he bury him or put him over?
Oh. Ooh, the son of God.
I think Triple H would have first put him over and then bury him later.
Yeah, because he'll see all this cestate that he's having with Triple. He like his son will bury motherfuckers like 10 times better.
That's what I think they're gonna start WWE Kids is once Triple H has a son. Then when he turns 13, he'll be like the first WWE Kids champion.
Yo, you know WWE. If you want to get something over, they need to start like a WWE Kids like division.
No, that's when they're gonna start. Is when Triple H has a son. He's gonna be like, I think it's gonna be best for business. We'll film it for NXT. Yes. We'll call it NXT Junior.
So the youth WWE Superstar of the Year goes to Triple H too.
Yeah, exactly. I knew that I would become Triple H. Oh god. This was something that I knew was going to happen. It's in my blood. The hunt the Triple H blood and the McMahon blood. Oh god.
I promise you, I will keep burying people until I beat my dad's record.
I'm the Kids champion forever.
Then the Triple H 3, then the generations go on.
Yeah, Triple H will never leave. I like how Shane keeps mentioning 3 grandchildren. Yes, I'm mentioning sons. Triple H's years back in his head. Thoughts on Vince versus Stephanie feud in 2003? I didn't like it. It was just Vince being no reason.
I thought it was entertaining. I liked it. The match, that was kind of hard to watch.
Question 10, favorite lotion? I don't really have one.
Swave Jergens. I don't know.
Straight Shooter asked, were you ever a fan of Spinnernet 1? I talked to Spinnernet multiple times on Skype back in the day. I still talk to him too, like real Skype message about football. He doesn't watch wrestling anymore. We just talk about football. But he'll ask me sometimes, "Oh, what's going on in wrestling?" And I'll tell him and stuff like that. But we just mostly talk football with each other nowadays. Like college, because like he's a big college guy, I'm a big college guy, so we'll talk college football. And then like it'll be like rare. Like you'll send me a Skype message and then I will reply until like later. So it's like kind of almost like we're like long tweeting each other. But man, I like this work. Don't put your pussy in Venom Rascal's vagina. When he said that. What do you think of Botchamania? Botchamania is absolutely hilarious. I love it. I love it because like it shows me wrestling that I don't know that doesn't exist, and I'm just like, how does this shit exist? They actually people actually let people do this. Oh my god! I gotta fill up my water.
Okay. Yo, I gotcha, man. Botchamania, man. That shit is hilarious, man. It's just so funny, like to see people watch that. Oh man, I love Botchamania. Like, man, it's hilarious.
Cowboy Star asked question 11: the good, the bad, and the ugly of Randy Orton. The good of Randy Orton would have to be, I don't know, it's really hard to say what the good of Randy Orton is because like you have so many different kills that a lot of people consider are good.
Yeah, like the Legend Killer.
Yeah, Legend Killer, IED Orton, and stuff like that. I would say IED Orton because that was like the first time I was like, oh man. So IED Orton is good. The bad of Randy Orton would have to be, I don't know. Bad and ugly, that's like really hard because Randy Orton's a piece of shit in my life. He's really a fucking piece of shit. So there's a lot of like when you say bad, like people say, well, ugly has to be Orton saying stupid to Kofi. But yeah, that's considered ugly. But I think it's more ugly that he shit in a diva's bag just because the diva didn't know his name. It's like, what? You don't know my name? Okay. This is what you fucking up with you random people. And he just shits in a fucking bag. I don't care if that story got rejected or whatever because the diva took it back. She initially said that's what literally happened was that Randy Orton, if you guys don't know the story, so it was Amy's level. One of the diva search women, who gives a fuck who it is, one of the diva search women went to Randy Orton and stuff like that. And, you know, backstage in WWE, apparently you have to shake everyone's hand and introduce yourself. And Randy Orton felt insulted that this diva didn't know his name. So Randy Orton took it upon himself to go into the diva's locker room, grab the bag, rip it open, and take a fucking giant dump in it.
What the hell?
That's what Randy Orton decided to do. Or another thing, WrestleMania 23 weekend, Randy Orton was, I guess, frustrated. I think it was 23 or 22. Randy Orton was frustrated, and he threw a fucking pot outside of the hotel window. He grabbed one of the fucking flowers that they have outside of the hotels, those freaking plants, and he threw it outside because he was pissed off. Or, you know, Randy Orton, like, so ugly, or, you know, Randy Orton going MIA in the Marine, that's considered
Yo. Randy Orton slapping that reporter just because.
Yeah, slapping that reporter just because, like, that's ugly too. So bad of Randy Orton saying stupid to Kofi Kingston, ugly. Randy Orton in general is ugly. Like, he's just a terrible. Like, I'm glad that he's matured. Like, I'm happy to see that people can mature. But he was a dick. Like, he was like back in the day where like smoking marijuana, not giving a fuck and stuff like that. Even today, like I heard that one of the reports that Randy Orton wasn't happy with his booking, so he was like drinking before Raw and stuff like that. Like he was hitting the bottle before Raw, like he's been hitting the bottle too much lately and stuff like that. So, you know, I'll have to say there's a lot of ugly teeth about Randy Orton.
Already.
12. The good, the bad, and the ugly of Batista. Good, heel Batista. Any version, any counter. Heel Batista's just he just gets it. He just gets it. You go on there, John, and you keep on kissing babies and hugging fat girls. And you know what I'm gonna do before WrestleMania? I'm gonna train. I'm gonna be working out, lifting weights. It was great.
Oh, that was good.
And just Batista in general. He's a good person. He doesn't hold back. All these other wrestlers hold back what they want to say about the company. Batista's the top guy. He knows he doesn't need to hold back. And he just fucking left it out there and he just fucking sucks. I love it. Bad of Batista.
To Batista's return.
Batista returning and trying to win the Royal Rumble. That's bad. Ugly of Batista. I would have to say the ugly of Batista would probably be during his SmackDown days. That's like I was a fan of Batista, don't get me wrong, but during his SmackDown days, it was really ugly.
Your own gift wrapping room. Just like the
Great.
famous Sheila Finger.
All right.
Right ahead. There we go. Sorry, I'm late,
The good and the bad and the ugly of Triple H. The good. It's so they're good.
They're good.
Good.
I guess you could say NXT is good.
No, it's the ugly. That's the ugliest NXT because it's the future Triple H is trying to ruin wrestling with. That's the ugly. The bad Reign of Terror. How about that?
Oh god, that's all.
I love Triple H. Don't get me wrong. I love his ego, but there's not a lot of good with Triple H. Shooter asks, favorite wrestling with regret video. My favorite would have to be how NXT is bad for the product. Love it. It was great. Finally, someone gets it. Straight Shooter also asked, do you think Hogan should have faced Austin at WrestleMania 18, then Rock at 19, then Taker at 20? No. I agree with the first two matches, but face Vince at 20. There you go.
Yeah.
Double A Star asked, question 14. A lot of my friends watch streams instead of buying the network, and I like to borrow my network, and I'm like, yep. The Straight Shooter asked, which wrestler do you think can't draw a dime? Sheamus or Jeff Jarrett?
Jeff Jarrett. Like that guitar, man. I mean, like it's cool, but they ain't doing shit.
Yeah, exactly. He broke all those guitars that possibly cost like at least like and couldn't do a damn time. And was your bracket ruined by upsets? Yes, I talked about that in the beginning. Fucking ridiculous. Straight Shooter asks, was the bigger miss for Roman Reigns having his daughter not involved in the wife feud or keeping the title at Survivor Series? I would say the bigger miss was not keeping the title at Survivor Series. Because like they should have kept the title on him. Just to see what the fuck you could have done with him as a babyface champion. So that way you could have done a little tape of what Roman Reigns as a babyface champion would be, and that way you would know, okay, we have to turn this guy heel instead of trying to make him an underdog babyface. At least you've given the fans 2 months of Reigns as a babyface, and if it didn't work out, then you just say, fuck it, when in doubt, heel him out.
Yeah.
Because it's not like Reigns is a merch mover like Cena, where you don't have the justification of saying, oh, we can't turn him heel and stuff like that. And you know, the whole daughter thing can work as a heel gimmick, where it's like, I'm doing this for my daughter, not for you people, for my baby, for my family back home. Like, so that could work as a heel gimmick. You know, that could work as a heel. He doesn't care about anyone else but his family and shit like that. And that could ultimately help him turn babyface. Because like with Cena at the time, you know, there's a difference between Cena and Reigns turning heel because Cena's so head deep in so many themes, like Make-A-Wish, all these things, that's really, really, really hard for you to turn John Cena heel and to really try to say justify a heel turn at the current moment in time.
Yeah.
Reigns, it's like you never got the babyface run with him. You never really got to see what he could be as a babyface. And so, like I said, it's not like he's a merch mover like Cena is. So. Yeah, so keeping the title out right on Survivor Series. What about you, Aisha?
Yeah, I would have kept the title because you could actually see what Roman Reigns could be as a babyface and then turn him heel if kind of, you know, turn him heel. But yeah, you can see what he can be doing as a heel. So yeah, I agree.
All right, so we're going to answer 2 more Twitter questions and then move over to YouTube. The Straight Shooter asked, what if WWE came up with a storyline where Scott Steiner becomes Kevin Owens' fitness manager and by motives him in his match? Oh, I couldn't read that, man. I'll be down for it because it's Scott Steiner. Yes. I'm not going to do Scott Steiner impersonation because my voice is...
you in me.
Yeah. It'll be great. It'll be great. Maybe Kevin Owens would actually lose weight. One Star asked, question 15, how do you imagine Reigns as a heel? I just imagine Reigns is pretty much insulting fans. Like he just insults them the whole time. Just kind of says like, "You guys are losers. You don't know what you want half the time." Type of people, type of person. Where like a guy like me would get behind it, which I don't think you would want because you don't want like people to actually get behind the guy because he's a heel. You want people to actually boo him. But hardcore fans would hate him. He already has like a natural smug smile, so it works out well because that smile is definitely a heel smile where you can just be like, "Man, fuck this guy." He can talk about his daughter, saying that this is my daughter and my wife and type of deal. You can make his daughter into a type of villain and stuff like that. Like he just cares about his family and no one else and stuff like that. So, yeah,
Yo, why do I imagine him just being like an asshole? He's like, "You people said I suck. You suck, son. Come on and you do what you do."
You already told the fan that his sex life is ruined. So it was great. I was laughing. I was like, good. Well, I was like, seriously, why are you worrying about Roman Reigns getting booed? Worry about your own leg, dog.
Oh my god, oh my. You know what? Fuck. I think I want to see Roman Reigns as heel, man.
No, he was insult fans, but it would just make me like him. So I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know why it would work, but whatever. Turn him heel. Whatever, wrestling fans.
I guess.
You know what's best because you guys have billions of dollars apparently.
Yeah.
Question 16. Thoughts on Total Divas so far? The season's trash.
Yeah, it's not been the best.
It's just whatever. Question 17. Thoughts on Galloway winning the TNA Championship?
Oh boy.
Good for him. What do you want me to say? Oh, I'm so glad. Underrated to know. Fuck that. Thought it was overhyped for the longest time. Keyword there, overhyped, not overrated. Don't really care for the dude all that much. Yeah, he's a good look. Yeah, he wrestles pretty good. So what? I've seen many of those guys around. Like I'm being dead honest here. I've seen many of those guys around. Felt WWE fucked him up for me too much. Really care about it. The Chosen, yeah, that's when they really fucked up. They already gave him the gimmick, the Chosen One. Like Vince McMahon named him the Chosen One, and it was just like they fucked up his career just right then and there. But yeah, he's good, but I don't really care all that much. Unless Lashley's TNA champion, I don't really care about TNA. Being dead honest here.
But good for him. I'm still not gonna watch TNA. So.
Neo Spades Ace asked a question that I think Aisha probably won't be able to answer because she was like a little baby when it happened. But for Aisha, what do you think of the Music City Miracle?
What is that?
She's too young. You know, Aisha was born in 95. She's not going to remember.
I'm born in 98.
It was played by the Tennessee Titans. Kevin Dyson threw a lateral, and it was against the Buffalo Bills. Kevin Dyson.
Is that during the 2000 Super Bowl?
2000 Super Bowl, yeah. Or 1999 Super Bowl. Whatever. I think it's the 1999 season. But yeah, it was during the playoffs. They beat the Bills with that lateral that people still talk about to this day.
Oh, yeah. And Tennessee lost that Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And we got a long way to go.
Neo Spades Ace asks, what's your favorite movie franchise? What's yours, Aisha?
Ooh, X-Men. Come on.
X-Men. My favorite... Fuck, I don't really know if I have a favorite movie franchise.
And I also like the Hunger Games, and because the books. I was a big fan of the books.
My favorite movie franchise, I would say.
Fast and Furious.
Huh?
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I'll say Fast and Furious. Why not? Even though Tokyo Drift is trash. And the first two are kind of whatever. But yeah, I'll say Fast and Furious. LaCafe 16 asks, what is the one thing that you would have to happen in the WWE to get you personally to stop watching the product?
When they become too cartoonish.
Where it's just like too weird. The one thing for me, what would make me stop watching? What's the one thing that they could do to make me stop watching? Because they've done a lot of shit. I don't think people realize this.
I think it's probably when they really really put out something that's really fucking dumb, like fucking stupid, like it's really fucked up what you put out.
I think for me, because like I always said that the streak ended, I'd probably be done watching wrestling, but I'm still watching.
Yeah.
What they could do. Probably like in a way where like one of my favorite wrestlers gets like completely to the point where they just got buried, where I just didn't understand the burial and it just made me sick to my stomach watching it. probably that's when I would stop watching wrestling.
Yeah.
No, honestly, like I said, the only way I would stop watching wrestling if I had a significant other that told me I couldn't watch it because it's bad for the kids, or I just grew out of it over time. Like WWE has done fucked up shit, and I'm still watching. So it's not like they can do anything.
I think
only me.
that's probably a storyline that really, really caught me off guard and really pisses me off. And it's like, why? What was it worth?
It already happened to me a bunch of times, so I'm still trying to find out.
I don't know, but I don't know.
Tabby says that he doesn't pay for WWE, he just downloads it. See?
Yeah, okay, do what you gotta do.
The whole like don't give them money type of idea won't work. It's still working. Neil Spades Ace asks for Chase, what do you expect from the Chargers next season? 7. Depends on the draft. I like our moves so far. I'm hoping and praying Tennessee takes Jalen Ramsey and Laramie Tunsil stumbles his badass's way down to us. If we're not sprinting to the board to get Laramie Tunsil, we're idiots. The franchise left tackle to protect Phillip Rivers and whoever replaces Phillip Rivers for the future and stuff like that. So, yeah. I don't know, really, to be honest. I have to wait and see more until the offseason and how, because the Raiders are actually looking pretty good. They're actually making smart signings and stuff like that. But I do like our pickup of Casey Hayward. That was a great cheap contract. Neil Spades Ace asks, do you hate when something gets extremely overhyped to the point you get sick of it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Very.
Greg Tumor, do you think ROH lacks variety? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing.
So much.
It's just the same shit every match. It dilutes moves. It's not fun to watch the same moves over and over again. Sure, it's cool for a spot fest and stuff like that, and that's what ROH relies on. But really, to be honest, it's hard to get into a match when everyone's doing the super kick, or everyone's doing a pile driver, or everyone's doing a power bomb. It's like, no, you have to diversify moves and stuff like that, so that way each wrestler's move looks unique. So yeah.
Yeah, like it's wrestling is not all about in-ring action, and that's what ROH just been doing on for years. Like they could be good if they input storylines, but it's like, no, they lack variety. It's like annoying.
Oh, Neo Spades, I guess he asked the question one. Do you have something that gets extremely overhyped to the point you got sick of it? NXT. That's something that I felt got overhyped that I'm sick of.
Over. I don't know.
Josh Chambers, how did you first hear about ROH? I first heard about ROH when I was taking a break. Like not super saying that, but I wasn't watching WWE in 2003. Just didn't really have an interest in it all that much. And I found TNA via Delphia that it was like channel 8,000 something. And I started getting into dirt sheets at a young age. And I heard about Ring of Honor, and I found ways to watch Ring of Honor episodes and stuff like that. And it was pretty cool to watch back then. So yeah. So that's how I heard about Ring of Honor, like late 2000. Yeah, I was like November of 03 I heard about Ring of Honor.
Ooh, that was a little baby chase. Well, it was like one of my parents when I started getting into wrestling. I was on the internet and I was looking up like wrestling, and I've been seeing like Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe, like CM Punk, and like all these people. I'm like, ooh. Then I clicked on like a video, then I saw Bryan Danielson versus Cesaro. I'm like, oh, this is a cool match. Yeah, so that's how I got into ROH.
Yeah, like I got into ROH because of Joe. Joe was just like so fucking fun to watch. Like I was like, God damn, this dude's killer.
Yeah, he was awesome.
So, Neil Spades Ace asks, out of you, Weston, and Aisha, who is the most gullible? Probably Aisha.
God, I knew it. You know, I'm actually gullible sometimes.
Yeah, I used to believe stuff and stuff like that. Like she like before the podcast last week, she's like, did you know Derrick Rose just got injured? And I was like, Derrick Rose is not get injured and stuff like that. And then she's like, oh, my friend posted it though that he got injured. Oh, I get it.
Hey.
It's because Aisha's young. That's the only reason why she's gullible.
Yeah, silly me.
She's our little baby of the group, so that's why. Draven G asks, what are your early predictions for the post Mania Raw. Any swerves, debuts, return, or title changes? All right, I already made one prediction. I said Undertaker's going to come out and challenge Sting because Sting's not.
Oh my god!
So that's already one swerve that's happening. Debuts. I see that's where Cass and Enzo debut from NXT, and maybe finally Bailey.
Yeah, Bailey.
From NXT. But I hope they don't do the same shit that they did with Paige, where she quick wins the title. Because the thing is with that, it's like you already had that happen 2 years ago, and sure, it'd be a nice, surprising, shocking moment. But I don't think Charlotte's that established as a Divas. It would work if Nikki Bella was still champ. But I don't think it would work if Charlotte was still champ. You know what I'm saying? So. Returns or title changes.
Return. Who's rumored to return?
Maybe RBD will come back. RBD's going to come back just randomly. Like he doesn't get hyped up returns anymore. Like he'll just come back. Return. I don't see anyone returning for this year's Post-Mania. So I don't expect any returns unless Jeff Hardy somehow just shocks the world and just says fuck TNA. I don't see Kurt Angle returning either. I don't see a return for Kurt Angle. Title changes.
Probably.
I see maybe a United States title change, like especially if Ryback, like maybe they're just because like I heard Ryback's gonna be like the main dude to go fight for the WWE title afterwards, so they might just give Kalisto a third U.S. title reign. Is this a second current? Yeah, third U.S. title reign or something, just to give Ryback just some heat and stuff like that, so people go like, oh yeah, he won the WrestleMania match, and then he goes on to face off against whoever the champion is. So maybe Kalisto beats Ryback. Maybe New Day loses the tag team titles, or League of Nations might be champions. Who knows at that point? So maybe tag titles do switch hands. Not
yeah.
That, so.
Yeah, I don't know. It's actually unpredictable. Actually,
everyone's saying, "Oh, it's so predictable." No, it's pretty hard. It's predictable sometimes. It's just predictable on the course they're going for matches and storylines. Like you know what the WrestleMania main event's going to be before it happens and stuff like that. Like it's just obvious what they're trying to do and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so those are my predictions. Aisha, do you want to add on any of those predictions? Do you see any swerves or debuts, or like does Roman Reigns turn heel?
Yeah, Reigns will probably turn heel, join the Authority. Probably the New Day. I don't know. The Rock probably might be doing something with the New Day. League of Nations will probably drop the titles to the New Day, probably. I don't know. This is kind of unpredictable to me.
Yeah, so it's pretty hard to guess. Neil Speeds Ace asked, "How have you ever had a teacher that screwed you up that you hated so badly? Mention how as well." Not a teacher that really like tried to screw me over, but I have told the story before. This is how I found out wrestling was fake, Mrs. Haver and the because I thought wrestling was legit for the longest time. Sure, I knew what dirt sheets were and everything like that, but I just tried to figure out what Ring of Honor results were. I didn't know anything else. I was just trying to find out ROH results, and so I would just go to the ROH results page. But I didn't know wrestling was fake. I thought it was realistic enough for me. Like, yeah, sure, Undertaker and Kane or whatever. But I didn't know wrestling was fake. And so one of my friends did a report on Undertaker getting buried alive at Survivor Series 2003 and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, Mrs. Haber goes, "You can't report about wrestling." And we said, "Why not? It's cool." And she says, "Because wrestling's not a sport, it's fake." And we're like, the fuck? I was so pissed off. So that's why. So I have a good repertoire with teachers. Like I don't really do shit to piss them off.
I had the same story. Like my uncle, I was like looking up. It was the episode where Matt Hardy put the chair on Jeff Hardy and put in around his neck, and he pushed Jeff to the like pole. Like you remember that SmackDown?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, and I was like, "Yo, look at this, Uncle! Oh my God, his neck got hurt." She's like, "Yo, it's fake, man. Like they do stuff to like make it realistic." I'm like, "No, it's not fake. How is it fake if they have a chair in their neck and he pushes them to the post? How is that fake?" Aisha, it's fake. Like I was so bad.
But was there a teacher that tried to screw you over? That's the question. Not your uncle.
Oh no, all my teachers love me.
Like it. Like I don't get what they did in teachers. Like I just say like that was like the worst teacher moment for me.
Like my team, I try to be cool with my team. Like I really like. Who would hate me? Like,
right.
I think you have to really try to make for the teacher to screw you over.
Jake Loomis asks, how low do the ratings have to go in order for WWE to improve the product? Nowadays, ratings are not really all that important because of streaming devices like Netflix, Hulu, and stuff like that. So as long as they're still getting money from Hulu and USA, they don't need to worry about that shit. It's only when USA has to tell them, hey, fix your shit, then they will get better.
Oh yeah.
So,
how is you? Oh yeah, I heard about you. Dish Network is taking away the USA Network.
I don't know why. What idiots. But yeah, like I was going to say, it's just like, you know, because that's the excuse a lot of shows give for why their ratings are not good. It's like, oh well, people just watch them on Netflix or Hulu, so we're still fine because we get money from that avenue. But WWE's like, oh, this show that's getting 10 million viewers every week or 10.6 TV rating every week says that they're being hurt, so we can say the same shit. Yeah, it doesn't matter how low ratings go and how much money they lose and shit like that. They've been losing money. They've been losing ratings for years. Like, until USA Network actually bitch slaps Vince and says, hey, get this shit down.
Like 2014 is like the year when they lost a lot of money. And that's when all the budget cuts started to happen. The sets started to be the same. It's like, oh god. So, yeah.
Neo Spades Ace asks thoughts on Zach Gowen. Fuck him.
Chase.
Fuck him. Who cares?
Hey.
One-legged asshole. Who gives a fuck?
What did he do to you?
I just didn't like him. So fuck him. Okay. Felicia Snow asked, did you think the Diva search that WWE did back in the mid-2000s was stupid? I was a young kid at that time, so I didn't think it was stupid to see these hot girls all the time, so no. But as an adult now that's more mature, yes, it was stupid. But as a young kid, I enjoyed it. Not going to lie.
I mean, yeah, as a teenager now and looking at it, it's like, okay.
Ask my Felicia Snow, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not going to make a difference. Like, are you actually going to really try with these girls? So, whatever.
Neo Spades Ace asks, what is one moment Cena did that made you laugh so hard? There's a lot of them. My favorite would have to be probably God, there's so many. So many Cena moments are just like fuck off, Cena. Like where I'm just like it's not even like laugh. You just laugh because you're just like fuck off, dog. Mine would have to be when he won the Money in the Bank that one year, because not only did you knew that he was gonna win the Money in the Bank, but then like the Money in the Bank fell off, and that's after was like, yeah, I won it. I was like, oh. So that would probably be the moment where I was laughing hard at Cena.
Yeah, Cena, man, when he was rapping about The Rock, man, I couldn't stop laughing, man. You're a GI joke. You like chicken shit.
Joe Juicy. Thoughts on Matt Hardy and MVP feud back in 07? Oh, really good feud. Liked that feud a lot. Thought they did a good job for both MVP and Matt Hardy. I liked the strange bedfellow tag team that they had before the 07 feud happened. That feud was a long feud, and it was a good feud too. So I enjoyed MVP versus Matt Hardy. It was a really good feud, and I thought it did well for both men. In my personal opinion, it was a good story. You know, MVP, highest paid WWE superstar of all time, kayfabe wise, yes, but he was still the highest paid WWE superstar. Matt Hardy, good old country boy and stuff like that. Yeah, of course, makes sense.
I like that feud. Very, very underrated.
Draven G, would Roman beating the hell out of The Rock be an effective enough way to turn him heel? Yes, it would. Yep. But then you come with the problem that you would need Rock and Roman to have a match. That would be the only problem with that, and you don't know how quick you would get that match. But I do like that idea a lot, Draven G, of Roman Reigns beating down The Rock. The only problem that you have with that is trying to find a way to have the match. Hey, Snowdrop, where the fuck you at, girl? I don't see your questions. You too busy? You're so cool now, Snowdrop, that because like You got your question answered by Tyler Breeze. You can't stop by the little people now. Tyler Breeze answered one of your questions now. All of a sudden, you on Tyler Breeze. Answer your questions first, Snowdrop. I expect loyalty. Just kidding. I love you, Snowdrop. I haven't seen Snowdrop in the Twitter, so I was just wondering where
Where's
she's
Diamond and Silver?
Diamond and Silver disappeared, man. She was gone for a while too, and she disappeared. I think Double A Star locked them in the closet or something.
Oh, Double A Star. What happened to them? What do you do with them, girl?
Yeah, I know Double A Star. Sometimes Double A Star she will like randomly disappear. Sometimes too. It'll be like she'll be asking questions and then boom, she'll just disappear. So I think like the YouTube commenters lock her in a closet because they're like, "Fuck you, you get too many questions as it is." On Twitter, we'll get back to you guys soon enough. Just want to get through some more YouTube questions. Nick Natlab asked, "What up, Nate? One of my E-Fed buds. What up, Nathan? Do you think the card is decent looking considering all the injuries in the WWE?" Oh yeah, I think WrestleMania 32's card could be much worse. I'm surprised they managed to work well with all the injuries that they do have within the WWE. So I think this card is nice. I mean, it's just the problem is there's not a lot of matches to care about on this card. That's really the major problem. It's just more of like the storylines and the booking is really the bad thing. It's like the injuries are going to happen in any sport and stuff like that. Like, but these injuries are massive. I mean, you lost Cena, Rollins. Those are two massive injuries for you. Those are top guys for your company. You know, you lost a guy like Cesaro, could be a good helping hand for this card, especially for that for strongman type of stuff for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. You lost Neville, who could have been a good guy in a multi-man match. So now you lost some people, but you know they're making up well for it. So I think it's a solid card.
Yeah.
Like paper-wise, it's a solid card. Just storyline-wise, it's ass.
Yeah, I mean, man, if they didn't have the injuries, it could have been so much better because you would have Randy, John, like, could have AJ Styles versus Randy Orton, man, if he wasn't injured. Yeah, but it does suck, man, but yeah.
All right, so Matt Gochi asked, if WWE turns Roman Reigns heel, do you think he should insult the fans by calling them fat basement dwellers that are virgins watching your little indie wrestling? I think it would be a good way to get him heel heat.
Yes. Yeah.
That'd be great. That's what I want Roman Reigns to do. Just be a dick.
Oh, I want him to call out the smarts so bad.
Yeah, why not? Just call him out. Be great. Carson Lucas asked, if the WWE Network didn't have all the classic past content on the WWE Network, do you think that they wouldn't get that many subscribers? Oh, if they didn't have any of the past shit, bye Chase Oliver as a WWE Network subscriber. I'll just make fake emails to get my free months to watch certain pay-per-views because fuck no, dude, I live off the past content of the WWE. It's so nice. I want to go watch that match again or something like that. Boom, it's right there. I don't need to go on YouTube, search it up, try to find a good high quality video and stuff. And the reason why for me I need to watch wrestling in high quality is because I want to hear the crowd reactions and high quality. I don't want to fucking hear like amplified crowd reactions and stuff like that. I want to hear like legit crowd reactions and high quality and stuff. But other than that, yeah, if they didn't have past contact, goodbye to me as a subscriber. Like that, I don't think they would have had any subscribers.
This network is helping a lot to my Attitude Era knowledge. I'm still at 1998. It's gonna take a long time to get to 2002.
That's where it starts going downhill, though. So you're fine right now, though. Let's see. Next question, Jay Walker. How did you find out about TNA and what made you become a fan of them back then? I found out about TNA through Adelphia. So I was like I said, I had Adelphia. It was a cable provider. And they had like a shit ton of channels, like over like 9,000 channels. It was ridiculous. So, like when I was bored one night, like I always do, I was trying to find random channels and stuff like that. And you know, porn channels for me, being a young kid, going through puberty at the time, you know, porn was cool. You know, being a rebellious little youngster. And I'm not going to say I confused TNA for porn. No, I did not. But I saw a wrestling show, and it was replaying. I remember this vividly. It was 11 o'clock. I was one of those lucky few kids that actually had cable in his room and stuff like that. My parents were on the other side of the house. The room next to mine was my brother's. So I didn't care if I woke him up. So I was going through the channels, and I saw TNA Wrestling. It was 11 o'clock. It was replaying, and I clicked on it, and I watched it, and I became a fan of it. That's what happened.
Nice.
So yeah, one of those lucky kids back in the day. So much easier to get to hide porn and all that other stuff.
They had 9,000 channels. They had a lot of that.
Yeah, they did back in the good old days. Hooked it up. Channel 887 or something like that. 8887.
I had Comcast, man.
Philadelphia, man. Good time. I think they combined with Comcast or something. But yeah, they had a shit ton of channels. I remember that. Thoughts on Mr. Anderson leaving TNA and saying fuck TNA? I don't fuck Mr. Anderson for being drunk or high before the TNA show. What an unprofessional douche.
Yeah, why are you doing that shit, man? Like, well, come on.
Like, I understand he's frustrated with TNA, but seriously, fuck you for being high and shit. That's ridiculous. It's unprofessional.
You don't need to do that.
I hope WWE checks him into rehab. Because he is a former WWE superstar, so he can get the WWE rehab treatment. But yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Draven G asks, do you have a favorite ROH CM Punk moment? The invisible microphone was a funny one. But I think that's a company, not Ring of Honor. I like this feud with Raven a lot. I thought his Raven feud was pretty damn good, so I would say that one.
I like this feud with Samoa Joe. Yeah. I hope your parents die.
Or another good one's where he signed the WWE contract on the ROH title, saying that he didn't have one anymore. Felicia Snow asks, have you ever watched the Sabrina the Teenage Witch? It would be on ABC Family, like when I got home from school, but I never like sat down and watched a full episode. I heard she's like the actress is a big wrestling fan. So good for her.
Oh, that's cool.
Matt Gucci asks, which do you prefer, the Divas of the Attitude Era where they were just eye candy, or the Divas now on the main roster? I'm sorry, I would say the Attitude Era because at least they're good to look at. Half of these Divas, I'm just like, ugh. Like, wow.
Charlotte.
Exactly. That's a prime example.
I'm a girl right here. I actually prefer the girls of now because I think it's really cool what they're doing in women's wrestling right now. Especially when you have Trish Stratus and Lita, who, get me wrong, were good, but were very over-sexualized. And watching that as a woman, okay. But it was a different time. It was a different period, so I understand. But I prefer the girls now.
Slapnuts 2000. Which do you prefer, the Ministry of Darkness back in 1999 or the Wyatt family?
No, is that even a question?
Slapnuts, come on, man. Like, why would you even ask that, man? Apologize to me for asking that question. Ministry of Darkness all the way. What the fuck has the Dumbo family done? What bums? Ministry of Darkness is thick. Ministry of Darkness have jobbers, but at least I remember those jobbers. Family. Rebecca Olsen asks, who's your least favorite divas of all time? Least favorite divas of all time.
Jennifer Raska.
Jennifer Raska was pretty fucking bad.
Julian Hall.
Oh, you didn't like Jillian? I love Jillian Hall.
She was annoying.
I love Jillian Hall, man. She had that nice booty too. Like,
she was annoying, dude.
Jillian was great. Yes, sir. Least favorite divas. It's really hard because I don't really like hate the divas so much. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't go out there and be like, fuck these divas. Like least favorite.
Like I don't hate them. Like one's just like annoyed me.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I don't like hate them like to that where it's like, but like my least favorites, like I don't know, like Bailey I don't really like. Nia Jax I don't like.
Okay.
Of all time though, it's like really because like I said, I like most of the Attitude Era girls because they were hot. Sure, they were bad in the ring, but at least they were hot to look at. You know, the mid 2000s, you know, Tori Wilson and Stacey Keeler, they sure couldn't wrestle, but fuck, they were hot. Victoria was awesome.
Maria.
I like Maria Right to Censor. I like Maria. Maria was cool and stuff like that.
Kelly.
Kelly was cool to me.
Michelle McCool, Layla.
I guess Eve Torres. I didn't really like Eve Torres that much. That booty thought. I was like, oh my god, dude, what the fuck is that? So Eve Torres was good looking, but nah, dude. It was just,
don't get me started with Eve Torres, dude.
AJ Lee, Caitlyn. Oh god, Caitlyn.
Caitlyn.
Oh no.
Caitlyn was a hot ass mess.
Yeah, so no. So I guess those are considered my least favorite divas of all time.
Sorry, you got me on Eve Torres. I'm still thinking of her, not John Cena.
Moonsault.
Her and not John Cena feud.
Mm-hmm. I just love how they cut the camera at the worst time. They're like, and action. And then Eve goes and she walks into the ambulance, like, and stuff like that. Like, they cut out the worst time. They just had her when she was walking the ambulance when the scene should have started where she was screaming in the ambulance, "No, don't take me!" It's like, oh,
And he kisses John Cena and Zack Ryder's right there.
oh no! Brie during the Daniel Bryan and Kane feud in the early stages was really bad. Daniel! Like, oh god, that was pretty bad.
Oh god.
After this YouTube question, we're going to go over to the Twitter questions. So we're going to go over to Twitter. Keep on sending your YouTube comments. Thoughts on WWE wanting to sign Okada? That's a good move.
Good.
I think Okada will be the Japanese guy that would help out. I like Nakamura. Nakamura is very charismatic, but I think Okada, he's more of a like what WWE would want in their superstars type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nakamura is not short, mind you. Nakamura is like 6'2" and shit like that. Nakamura is really good and stuff like that. Very charismatic. Will carry himself well. But I think Okada, when you talk about prototypical, as JBO would say, if you built a superstar from the ground up, you would get Randy Orton. Okada's kind of like that, where he just has like a unique look to him. He carries himself like a professional. You can believe this guy's legit and everything like that. You know, Japanese hairstyle aside, doesn't look all too goofy. Yeah. Very pure in the ring.
Very young.
Very young as well. Like super young. So yeah, I don't blame them for wanting to go after Okada. That would be the New Japan Pro Wrestling would be shitting themselves because Tanahashi would just have to hold the title for like 8 years. I don't know who the fuck they would replace Okada. Like if Okada left, oh fuck, they'd be screwed.
I mean, Kenny Ortega.
but it's so hard for guys. Because see, there's a difference. AJ Styles had a fan base in America. That's why he got, the New Japan Pro Wrestling title, the IWGP Championship, was because they wanted to keep on expanding in America and try to get into the America market more. And people would likely know who AJ Styles is because of his American name. Kenny Omega doesn't really have that type of major publicity behind him and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, he's good. Like, I'm not trying to say Kenny Omega's bad or anything like that. He's good in the ring and what he does. He's very funny and stuff like that, but I don't think he's a Gaijin that can win the IWGP Heavyweight Championship unless he stays super loyal to New Japan Pro Wrestling and nothing else, So,
yeah.
All right. On to the Twitter question. Great Shooter asked, oh no, it's actually Double A Star asked. We actually answered those. Double A Star asked, oh no, we already answered these questions. Oh god dang, I'm so behind.
It's okay.
Great Shooter asked, what if AJ Styles' gimmick is a rapping priest since he likes to come out with gospel music with rap in it? Sure, at least it'll give AJ Styles personality. And I can actually sing the song. There's no form of strength. Ain't no one breaking this red neck. And he just comes out.
Yeah, he'll actually make it out. And it actually might be better than John Cena's rap album. You never know.
AJ Styles has no charisma whatsoever. I love the dude. He has in-ring charisma, but mic charisma he doesn't have. Great Shooter asks, what TV shows do you like that people hate? I can tell you shows that I hate that people like The Walking Dead. But TV shows I like that people hate, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I mean, all the shows that I like, my friends like, so.
Yeah. So. I'm not sure. Do you think Triple H should have buried Dolph Ziggler worse than he actually did in the Raw match? Yes.
Go ahead. Yes, please.
Ziggler just came into the ring and got pedigreed 3 times, and Triple H just pinned him. And better than the shit that they had on Raw. Ridiculous. Straight Shooter asked, what would you think if Bray Wyatt plays a gay character? I can see it. Like, he's like in love with all the Wyatt family. That's why he needs the guys around him. Yeah, why not? That'll actually make his character interesting.
A lot interesting, because he needs it.
What would you think of a table for 3 with Hogan, Austin, and Cena? Oh, God. Politics that can be talked about. I don't know, because this is on the WWE Network. So, and Hogan and Austin are like such Cena dick riders. Like, they just love Cena. Like, Austin, like, I can tell, like, I don't know if it's like I can tell you this. Stone Cold Steve Austin, he doesn't BS. Like, he doesn't BS anything whatsoever. He's really genuine about his thoughts. And it scares me how much he loves John Cena. It really does, because Austin just schlongs Cena's dick, dude. Like, just go watch any of, like, the pay-per-view reviews of the Stone Cold podcast with Wade Keller. And every time, man, because I think Wade Keller's just like, well, it's cool. I'm talking to Steve Austin and shit, so I'm not going to step on his toes or anything like that. And he's been in the business, so of course I'm going to respect that over me, who is just, someone that reports stuff that goes on behind the scenes of the business. But seriously, he just sits there and has to listen to Austin be like, and John Cena came out. And yeah, there was booze, but there was cheers. There was a pop. That's what's like. Austin just swallows on Cena's dick, dude.
I know he loves
I don't know what it is, but it's genuine. Like, at least I'll respect Austin for this. He's genuine about it. It's not like Austin's bullshitting me. I don't feel like Austin's trying to keep up good appearances with the WWE and stuff like that. Because I think Austin at that point doesn't really care. But, like, seriously, dude, like, it's just disgusting to see Stone Cold schlong on John Cena like he does. Like, Stone Cold literally sucks the dick of John Cena. It's ridiculous. And Hogan praises Cena way too much. I can understand why Hogan loves Cena and stuff like that, but Austin, it's just weird to me. So I think that whole table for three will just be them schlonging on John Cena. So on one hand, it has potential. On the other hand, it's going to be terrible.
Mhm.
Straight Shooter asks, do you think MVP Utopia rules match should have been a real team? Yeah, I think Better Than Utopia should have been a real team. Fucking love that gimmick. It was great. Better Than Utopia. It was great. I love that
Utopia.
gimmick.
You're gonna see American Grit.
What's American Grit?
Oh, the show that John Cena's hosting.
Is that the weight loss show? The show?
Oh, no. He's hosting some show where these former Army veterans have to compete in like Army military challenge things. Yeah.
How would John Cena know what Army? What, just because he played a fucking Marine, he knows all of a sudden?
Well, he's hosting.
Marine.
Yo, did you see that? You guys see the preview, man.
Yeah, we'll check it out after this.
Yeah.
Straight Shooter, would you agree some Roman Reigns fans should stop saying that Roman would be over with Daniel Bryan like moveset if got? Huh? So what are you trying to say here? Would you agree some Roman Reigns fans should stop saying that Roman would be over with Daniel Bryan like moveset if guys like Swagger, Axel, and Damian Sandow are good workers but aren't over? Oh, okay. Because like the question got broken up. Fuck you, Twitter, and your 140 character. I'm still trying to figure out this question. Would you agree? Can you rephrase that question, Straight Shooter? Because like I'm so confused, like with the Daniel Bryan like moveset. If guys like Swagger, Damian Sandow who are good workers but aren't over, I just need you to rephrase it, like just the beginning portion and then the ending portion for me, because I'm a little bit confused on that question. If I'm gonna be honest here. Double A Star asks, WrestleMania 32 entrances. You guys looking forward? I'm still looking forward to that New Day fucking coming out.
What? New Day Unicorns? And they actually said they might do it.
I couldn't believe when I heard that shit. I was like, what? You guys are fucking ribbon.
You couldn't control yourself.
I'm just picturing like fucking unicorn horses strapped on with those fucking New Day dildos. I was like, oh my god. Someone call PETA, man, because WWE will get fucking fined for that shit.
I mean, it might be robot unicorns.
I'm gonna ask like animal lovers, how would you feel if people would come out on horses and they strapped on like a light dildo on their head? What do you think? Do you think that's animal abusement? Because I think it is. I think it's fucked up that they're just gonna make these horses. It's fucking disgusting.
I'm gonna be just laughing, dude.
Question 20: the good, the bad, and the ugly of The Rock, Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan. All right, the good of The Rock, great mic skills.
Yeah, charisma.
Movies are pretty decent. Good actor. Good of Stone Cold, one of the hottest acts in the Attitude Era. Good of Hulk Hogan, he kept wrestling alive. The bad of The Rock, a lot of the movie roles that he takes. That's the bad of The Rock. The bad of Stone Cold, 3 divorces and beating up his wife supposedly. Supposedly, air quotes there. That's why when people say like, "Oh, what if Cena did that to Nikki Bella?" Oh, they would protect his dumb ass. Like they protect Austin's ass for all the fucking white beans that he did. So why would they protect John Cena? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being realistic here. So the bad of Hulk Hogan, canceling Hogan's Knows Best and his TNA run. The ugly of The Rock,
leaving.
Leaving WWE, yes, and not really wrestling because he has to do a Zac Efron movie. The ugly of Stone Cold. I guess you could say the neck injury is pretty ugly for Stone Cold's career, but not only that, just the alcohol, just like leaving Brock Lesnar high and dry. That's pretty ugly.
I would say beating on Lita like that. I thought that was really bad.
Wait, on Raw?
Yeah, on that Raw when he was like attacked.
That's TV show. I'm talking about real life shit.
Oh, okay. That was
ugly of Stone Cold talking about his 12-inch penis. That's definitely ugly. I don't want to know that shit. Double A Star asked question 21. Don't worry, guys. I'm still here. Last girl standing. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. I know. No dropping diamond silver. Trying to just give up the crown to you. Did you lock them in the closet, Double A Star? Did you just say like, hey guys, Chase's Q&A starting. Oh, cool. We're gonna go send questions. Hey guys, set up the computers in that room this time, and then you just fucking lock them out in there. It's messed up. You did. All right. The good and the bad and the ugly of the McMahons. Oh, great. Linda.
Oh my God.
Let's start with Linda first because she's the easiest. The good. She at least keeps Vince McMahon somewhat sane. The bad. Oh, and also, her epic. She was a zombie. She was a vegetable. And she gets up at WrestleMania 17. That's still one of my favorite spots of all time, man. Where he oh God, I still get chills when Linda stands up and kicks Vince in the balls. Great shit.
Yeah.
Bad of Linda McMahon.
Not selling to Stone Cold.
Yeah, not selling to Stone Cold.
The Senate.
And the ugly is her Senate campaign. Oh God, this is a small WWE. God fucking help us all, because if we thought the last few were bad, oh God damn, dude, WWE takes terrific turns when it's Linda's Senate campaign. Oh God, that's like the worst for Raw. That's like the worst for WWE and stuff like that. Just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon, the good. He's back. Bad. He left. The ugly. The false hope that he gives to the YWC that he's going to change wrestling right off the bat. Stephanie McMahon. The good. God. She's hot and she's a great heel. The bad. No wrestlers can touch her. The ugly. The fact that she might run the WWE one day. That's the ugly. She's terrible at running the WWE. Vince McMahon, the good. I mean, there's a lot of good. Kept wrestling afloat, made wrestling into a mainstream product.
The bad. Time.
Yep. The bad. The steroid trial. I would say that was a pretty bad time for Vince McMahon. And the ugly, making WWE go public. Because making WWE public has made WWE worse.
Yep.
Because now he has to listen to stalkers and stuff like that. Stock exchange people, not actual stalkers. Drake Shooter asks, what Macho Man versus Ultimate Warrior match was better, WrestleMania or SummerSlam? Oh, the WrestleMania match. I mean, Ultimate Warrior was losing power. He didn't believe anymore. And he was about to leave the ring. But then he grabbed the power from the fans cheering it. It was great. Fucking love it. Great. This is what wrestling should be. Simple fucking shit that you can understand, man. Ultimate Warrior was losing power. He was going to leave. He didn't have the power anymore. And then he goes, and he hears the fans cheering for him, and he feels that power. And he gets back. Great shit. Love it. Love it. I love every minute of that match. One of my favorite wrestling matches of all time. You think Vince McMahon should be on commentary again? No, Vince would be terrible on commentary. He wouldn't know what the fuck to do. Double A Star asked, do you think it's sad fans want to see Roman fall instead of succeed? To me, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know why fans would want any young star to fail.
And I keep hearing, and when the segment that happened on Monday, I was looking at the comments, and it's like, why this dude needs to fail so bad? Like, I can't stand this dude. Like, this is where we are with wrestling. You'd rather see a new young guy fail instead of like getting behind, because I don't know what it is. Can y'all at least separate the guy and the booking? It's not his fault.
Yeah, it's not his fault that he's booked like shit.
Like, we say, yes, I don't like Dolph Ziggler. Like, I say all this shit that, oh, he needs to get buried. But at the end of the day, I never want to see him fail. I want him to succeed, just like every other guy on the roster.
I want to see fail, and that's Garbage Man.
Yeah, go.
From TNA back in the day. He's already failing good. But Garbage Man is the only wrestler I want to fail.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest.
So, just, like, come on. Like, that's ridiculous. So...
and Care Bear.
I mean, yeah, like, me, that's understandable, because these guys don't contribute anything to the main roster. So just don't give me that BS that he needs to fail, because you guys are the reason why they're not building up stars.
Yeah, exactly. And then like people are foolish and think Seth Rollins could be Triple H, and I say to myself, Randy Orton didn't even put over Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. What makes you think Triple H would put over Seth Rollins? Fucking idiots. Question 24. Thoughts on TMZ? Whatever. I don't care. I really don't. It's just there. I commend their efforts, though, man. They find a way to bug these people.
They really do.
Straight Shooter said, Chase, what I meant to say is that fans of Roman Reigns say that he has a moveset like a Daniel Bryan, he would be over. I think that's his BS, because there are wrestlers like Swagger and Axel who you would think the IFC would love but don't care about even. Yeah, that makes no fucking sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, because people say, oh, I loved Swagger, I loved Sandow, because he mentioned Sandow earlier and stuff. Like, Sandow's so talented and good. What the fuck does Sandow do that's so damn good in the ring? Like, being dead honest, like, it's not like Sandow's some technical masterpiece, but they want them to succeed. Why is it bad that Roman Reigns has a simple moveset? It's stupid. It's just dumb. I don't get why the IWC doesn't like more guys that are different and stuff like that. They only like the guys that come from the independents, because they work their asses off to get paid.
Like, that doesn't mean shit. God.
All right, so now let's double Star sends in a bunch of questions. We're going back to YouTube. And then after the YouTube questions, I'll check Twitter one more time, and then that will call it a day for the Q&A. So, yeah, then the YouTube questions, and then whatever leftover Twitter questions we have, that will be the ending of the Q&A. Red Wolf Drew and 6 asks, which 90s console did you like better, Nintendo 64 or PS1? I was a Nintendo 64 guy. Like, PS1 had Crash and Spiral for me, but I wasn't really big into Final Fantasy when I was a kid. And also because, like, Nintendo 64 just had all the Pokemon, Mario, Zelda games that I remember just playing and just, like, wasting my life with. So, yeah.
I mean, I wasn't born, so...
Draven G asked, would Apollo Crews get a big push if Vince mistakes him for Bobby Lashley? I hope. Oh, Lashley, you're back. Oh, your voice got deeper, too. That's good. You lost a little muscle, but that's okay. Maybe it helps you out in the ring. Vince, my name is Apollo. Oh, Lashley. Oh, Bobby.
Oh, God.
Hey, I'm sorry what Michael Hayes did a couple years ago. That was pretty bad. But, Bobby, how about you go face Cena for the title? Okay. Hey, John, guess who you're going to face? Who will you face? Oh, hey, Apollo. No, Bobby, he's back. Vince, that's not Bobby. It's Bobby. Bobby, do you still do the spear? I guess that can be my finisher. All right. You know, spear you tonight, John. Are you excited for it? Hey, we still got your theme song and everything, Bobby. You know what's sad too? I could actually see Vince getting Apollo Crews confused for Bobby Lashley. Be like, Bobby, like thinking it's Bobby Lashley, because I remember there was this it was a funny meme when Apollo Crews debuted. It showed Apollo Crews coming out, and it was a grandma meme. She's like, "Oh, it's good to see Bobby Lashley's back." And I was like, "Oh God." So, yeah, that'd be great. I would love that. The Real Heel asks, does Mystery of Darkness Undertaker make Bray Wyatt look like this bunny? Yes. I don't understand what that question meant, but yes. Yes, 100%. Yeah. Frank Gibson asks, do you think Bobby Roode will ever come to the WWE? Only if he wished it to happen. I hope he does.
Probably not.
John Cool says, I know this will never happen, but what if Dixie Carter stepped down as president of TNA? and sold their company to someone better, and sudden start improvement of the product out of nowhere by booking better storylines and pushing younger wrestlers and just taking TNA to a whole new direction. Would you watch TNA again or now care? Would I watch TNA? I say I'll watch TNA again once Lashley becomes champion. So call me when Lashley becomes champion, then I'll watch TNA again. I still watch people. Here's the thing: just because I don't fucking review it doesn't mean I don't keep up with it or watch it. I see some TNA. I don't watch all of TNA. I watch the knockout stuff. Knockout stuff I think is pretty solid. I don't watch their X Division stuff because there's only like 3 wrestlers in the X Division. I can only take Crazy Steve for like 2 seconds. Happy for Michael Bennett that he's in the company now. Good for him. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Face EC3 or whatever. You know, Face EC3 is kind of whatever to me. Matt Hardy, I'm glad that he finally lost the TNA championship. But full time, me actually caring about TNA is when Lashley's champion because I think that he could actually put over a younger talent. I don't think Drew Galloway would help put over a younger talent whatsoever. I think Bobby Lashley's your best bet. If you want to put over a young guy and make him into a huge star, you give it to Bobby Lashley and make Bobby Lashley into a dominant beast. And then this younger guy like Trevor Lee, I'm just throwing out his name. He's the current X Division champion who wins the belt off of it. So there you go. I don't care who's running the company because honestly, I think someone worse than Dixie would take over that company. So yeah. Just because I don't review it or talk about it, I mean I don't watch it.
Yeah, I keep up with it.
I just don't see points in talking about TNA in my videos. That's just it. Like I just don't see reasons to talk about TNA or anything that they do because I just feel like most of the time when they do shit, it doesn't really matter. That's why I hold hope for Bobby Lashley because I actually felt enjoyment watching Lashley as that dominant heel champion that no one could fucking beat.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why do you think the Ministry of Darkness was better than the Wyatt family? They had jobbers also. Yeah, but at least they fucking did shit, the Ministry of Darkness. The Wyatt family is just bums. They don't win shit. The Ministry of Darkness won shit.
Yeah, and they actually had interesting storylines other than the Wyatt family. So.
Yeah, the Wyatt family is just like, oh, let's go beat someone up and talk mumbo jumbo the whole time. Carson Lopez asked, what did you think of the Undertaker's Ministry of Darkness theme song where it played the electric guitar? Good shit. One of my favorite Undertaker themes of all time. If I'm going to be dead honest here, it's great. Just amazing stuff, man. You've heard it a couple times, Aissa, at this point. The Ministry of Darkness theme, you've heard it a couple times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like tar.
Which year of WWE did you like better, 2000 or 2002? These are 2 years that are equally my favorite years in WWE. I would say 2002. I liked more. Like I really enjoyed 2002 and stuff like that. And then I just didn't know what the fuck happened in 2003. It was like they just fell off out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Sean came back in that year. Woo.
So Josh Chambers asked, what did you think of Kai and Tai, the great tag team of Funaki? Takamine Ochu. They're trying to chop off Val Venus's pee-pee. Chop off the pee-pee and stuff like that.
God.
Val Venus had an iron penis, so it was all good at the end of the day.
God.
Hey, I love Kai and Tai. Sucks what happened to Takamine Ochu because he broke his neck and everything like that, but good stuff. Jake Lewis asked, what did you think of Bobby Lashley's team song back in 07? I liked it. Like the words were good and stuff like that. Like the I wish there wasn't really lyrics in all honesty because the lyrics made the song sound super goofy. Like, oh yeah, yeah. It's like, oh my god, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's a storm in the better take cover now. What's it going to blow your cover now? That sky is waking around. Oh man, if we just kept it with no fucking lyrics, the song would have been good. Cause like I liked the intro, like down. It was like down. It was just like the rap part. Like the only part I liked is the chorus. The chorus part where there's a hell in the sky. Could this will be your judgment? I forgot the rest of it. How did it go? Like fuck. Actually, I can't remember. I can't remember.
Shit, I can't remember either. Shit, I'm about to look this up right now. How did Bobby Lashley go? If I can pull this up. Bobby Lashley theme. Let me read.
And all the seniors will die. You're gonna blow.
Shit, I can't remember the words.
The building then rising, and the pressure is driving, and it's too late to run now, 'cause hell will be calling your name. It was just stupid. Draven G asks, how would Brian Cage do in WWE? Great, he's big. Vince would
Oh
love
my
him.
god.
Like him, he's huge.
Oh, he would be so good. Oh my god, I love Brian Cage. Ah.
Matt Gochi asks, what do you think of Crash Harley? Great. 400-pound man, dude. Legit shit. It wasn't fake. It was legit. He was 400 fucking pounds of pure muscle. Heaviest hardcore champion of all time. Yeah, good stuff by Crash Holly. Miss him. Rest in peace. So that's it for the YouTube comment section. Time to close up and wrap up this Q&A with the Twitter question. Straight Shooter, which PPV name would be better for WWE? Super Slam, Unjustice, or Unsanctioned?
What? WWE Unsanctioned.
Unjustice sounds like a fucking network special coming. I see Unjustice coming. So
WWE Unjustice.
Before SummerSlam, there's gonna be some injustice. Okay. This shit. I would say Unjustice, because that's something I think WWE putting on. Unjustice, yes.
I don't know. I kind of see WWE Unsanctioned. Unsanctioned, where hell breaks loose all over.
But they already have extreme rules. That's why. That's why I don't say unsanctioned.
Oh, true.
Unjustice sounds like something that they would do. That's why.
What was the other one?
Super Slam from the John Cena meme. I would say, like, if the John Cena meme was still relevant, sure, Super Slam. But Unjustice would be great. And also, you don't want to confuse fans because you have the Summer Slam and then the Super Slam.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's Saturday Morning Slam.
Saturday Morning Slam. That was a great wrestling show. I mean, how could you not like it? I do not like Saturday Morning Slam. It was great stuff. You think Bobby Lashley should have been WWE champion back in 06-07? Asked by Straight Shooter. Yes.
Yep.
I feel like he should have been. He should have won a Great American Bash or SummerSlam. But he got injured before SummerSlam, so yeah.
Yeah, I would have had Bobby Lashley as WWE champion. Would have been great, man.
Double A Star asked, favorite sour candy? Sour gummy worms, dude. Oh my, I'm addicted to that sour.
I will but sour candy's my shit, man. Sour Patch Kids, love it.
I'm addicted to sour gummy worms. If I can get sour gummy worms, dude, I get them, dude. And I just like, it's just great stuff.
I know. Oh god, they're so good. Sour candy, man. People say they can't eat it, man. I don't know what y'all doing.
Question 27, Aisha, what is New Jersey like?
Cold, boring, hurricanes. Sometimes usually in the fall it's during hurricane. I mean, people here is kind of whatever. Full of suburbs. Have to know parallel parking because you're next to New York. Yeah.
Chase, what is California like? California, it's all right. You know, it's just too pricey to live here. But it's always nice. Like, look at this. We're in the middle of winter, and it's all nice and fucking sunny outside.
Oh, y'all sun.
It's nice, you know.
You know, Chase, this is why I fucking hate Jersey. We're actually supposed to get snow this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know what snow is unless I go to, like, Big Bear or something like that. So, nice in California. It's nice and enjoyable.
Planning to move to Florida, man. It's nice. But I do hate thunderstorms. But I'd rather live in a hurricane state instead of a tornado state. That's just me.
All right, then. Next question. Favorite fast food? What's your favorite, Aisha?
I love me some Wendy's. I love their Frosties and chicken nuggets.
You don't have a lot of Wendy's in California. So.
Really?
Like, well, at least in my area. I'm pretty sure it's big somewhere else.
Your In-N-Out burgers like y'all McDonald's there?
Yeah, well, not really. There's a lot of in-and-outs, but not too many and stuff like that. So, my favorite fast food, I guess, Panda. Does that
Panda
consider?
Express.
That's good. Straight Shooter asks, "What if WWE wrestlers face the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones, and Vince were watching and laugh at it at WrestleMania?" Oh, great! You just have Vince versus Jerry Jones, battle of egos and stuff like that. Jones and Jerry Jones' corner, John Cena and Vince's corner. That'd be great. Straight Shooter asks the final questions: Whose penis would who? Hulk Hogan or Seth Rollins? Hulk Hogan has a 12-inch penis, apparently. He said that in the court of law. I've seen Seth Rollins' penis, not impressed. So Hulk Hogan would win.
Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm there. So thank you guys very much for watching this. You guys can follow me on Twitter at ChaseAuto68. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Aisha, plug your stuff, and we'll head on out of here.
Awesome. Well, you guys can follow me on Twitter at AishaBass7 and on Instagram at AishaBass if you want to see this lovely, beautiful face. And send your well wishes to Weston.
Yes, well wishes to Weston. He'll be back next week. And we'll be back next week, maybe. Depends on my schedule. I'll see y'all next time. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Go MTS.